Good afternoon. Yamwakwa ba de ba me banti so. Aha e need 100.9 FM. Ye trago a free ship house. How Abeka Junction. Ye trago live on Facebook and YouTube. Production crew aya crowd Jordan mi adom Jero Saj my friend man and I Safo. Wada Roman we wo mo bomi chidom. Na me de me manti dwumade abrewo. Your WhatsApp line you activate 0503721744. 0503721744. Eya Kunu Ghana Limited Adaro man we sinkonwa. I was here for me din ye de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO. Obetimi afram BIAMZ 1 International BIAMZ papa. Me na me di dwumade hu chia me free sabre ko se no 9 ebebo. Na nyame ya dom na no 9 ebo pepepa Ola Michael. Ono so na pam for eba be sinkonwa. No magigi entata de yen akofie. Me ka wo se enne eye bnada. July kita on sabosome ne de to so donsia e won fiempimi no ene aduonu ennan donko abapa won sima edu enkono so timbuktu Ghana Mali Zumangu ade bia wo yese nipa no se ebi bebu abonfia ebibebu animtia ebi no bebu ntanchia yedi ni obeka ajeje o manenka Nia obeye na dwe so no de wo ye no onte wase de biara da ja no de obedi hu konkonsa manini de ombedwena fa wo ho no enye wasem ware aze de nipa ebedwene e de afa wo ho no unhwemu ho eno no enye wasem wo mo adwen a wo mo be kire eno no enye netua wo bills e de ma wo entimisre wa se de wukita akoma pa ene adwen pa no koso akitemu saa na ye papa buanipa afenso odo ene ba besan wakwan mu a yere wo ho na doyie what is here doyie emfa ho ene ne nipa beka because ewiase na ye wo mu no wo ye ne ye ya ye beka wo ye bone ye beka wo osika ye beka ehian ye beka wo se me wo ye msi ha yi a ye beka wo so se me so ye msi ha yi a ye beka wo ye hwea se wan eno so ye beka wo to a ye beka wo neto ye beka just biara a onipa da sani be ye wasase so no nipa ebenya ho asem aka enti emfa ho ne nipa beka ehwe ene wa mu ho abomfia wate so kosoa ne kura wo mudie mu ne kosoa hyen na atamfo no wo mo airtime no wo mo kosoa antime. Let the haters continue to hate and move on. Keep shining. Keep shining. What you say? The baby a ukitemu biya ne kitemu ye. Na ye ni ye. Someone no fefre na fa ye bra ho na ye ejigu a sign to aso and as a sign chance here for. The more we hear mistakes, the more we fail na o sign a chance here for no. The more and we expect in it. And let people judge you. Let people gossip about you. Let them misunderstand you. What they think of you isn't your problem. Their opinions do not pay your bills. So you stay kind, continue to commit to love. And no matter what they say or they do, continue to move forward. Never doubt your worth. Keep shining and let the haters continue to hate. And in crunching some kakra me di eja wo awie eno no. Batu koto dwem na bobo ho awie. Bobo ho na dwendwen ho. Because at the papa bia se wonim na akosusu ho kire nipa da sane. Odi ni kokromoti besi fomati awo. Bebu wa bem. Ekai ewra bia na opeso obi cosmetic shop. Ena okọ cosmetic shop bi mu a okofa ne ma wo ho akọje akwanche kakra. Nipa na ono ebie ne cosmetic shop a nipa obi bebie bia emmen ni ba bia no asamba ko efiri na no ba ya ne se we de wontimi nye o we de wontimi nye da wontimi nye zo waye ade bia nipa timi aye no obi bia betimi aye Ni nyina ne se wodi nsini anem beko ho. Wayi akwadwere honhom asi nkyɛn. Na wodi adwumaden asi wani so. Na wani beba wo so no. Na wadi mu nkonim. Wate ase. Ewie mechia mi ankasa me wo fanim pon no aboboache agya kon. Former energy minister in the Republic of Ghana. Nana Ejenim Boateng. Nana Mwama Hene Enono. Nana Obo name Bo Mwasi Chiawe yo. Dr. Shadrach Ajete Sowa. Lasu one. Ewiye mechia woni abusuafo ni nyina Auntie Marian of Chase Glory Okanshi. Mechia obibia ewiye. Ya kasa mechochuro mucho the Samaritan. Dr. Christopher Ampedu. Haji Fatimatu Abubakar. Information Minister. MAAME Obata Mpaketi Jemfua. The National Women's Organizer of the NPP. Engineer David Osafo Adonten, National Road Safety Authority. Engineer munim se ne maame ene ni sister enyina da fom. Eyi ne se nyeme me da eba yi a na eba de edi ho no. Me hwe date, me check date ni yi na mama mo aso ate. Enti engineer ye ne besu abompa nti se wunim no a na won no ma na wa frɛ na cheche ne werɛ we ye frɛ so tro mienu emani hane so mate ase ne maame ni mpɔn ene ni nua ba um nyina petri awu amida bia me kan se afi 2024 yi omi enhwɛ ne yie papa sa afi nti wo ya wa de bia no atutu anamo asi yie Safe na do afide na to Nature FM me kai wo se me menti e na wutie no. Me no na ahwe abomu a efri sa break ko se 4 p.m. ebebo. Enti nsem bebere nso so enegu akwan mu a ye ba bebobo ho ye beta se ne se besepa ko na ha. Na ayi ye te se ye frɛ ne se ayi ye yegu so a ayi senate ton ye hotels mako enan no. Ye bobo ho twe na basa ne se no mpo enwumaifo nka bomuko wo mo so fa ho editi atwea by force ye se dware o ma ngwa adwuma etu wo mutena afie ena se ne se hwetete sampam no twa no ye ne ye ka se ye kwa akotafe de ye nya nton ye nton biom nti wo ma call off mo strike no say ye gu ho no mo a ye saa yi no twema mentwe ne tobe ne nasefo ni nyina no say na parliament so connection koso parliament say na connections bi koso Road Traffic Regulations, LI 2012, right? And woma ko amend, woma ko system. Kwa ewa committee level, omu bobo ho. Enti oma ye, afen womu di beba parliament. Committee level no ewo no, subsidiary and legislation committee. Woma ye ho adwuma wi afen na beba parliament. Ati ase subsidiary and legislative committee no so no wo mo ka parliament ho efri parliament mu ne bae enti wo mo kosi agina ayade ni nyina ene airline no mama hwe me kotu from 1 2 3 4 72 70 ana BBC 74 so BBC 74 so enaja ya pepere ya ho an ya se ne 74 ya ngwa hwa ne wo hwai abusuafo LI any regulation 3 of LI 218 amended 2180 amended number 2 regulation 7 of LI 2180 amended and the regulation 8 regulation 10 regulation 16 17 23 24 25 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 46, 47, 48, 50, 52, 62, 65, 74. Etuamwa kokosi 195. Ni nyina o ma yeye asesansa niemem Na 74 no na twen ya dwene be si bibi so. And I say, 74 no, dear, no, I'm here. 74 no, a dear pa, and a war no more. Mommy, I soon quite day. Hey, you're 74. Yes, ye bo. Hey, penny for you to Abama woman. As a debut person fire, wa. There be a person fire, wa. Yen in a musa, near one church a day, no more wire catro, no more wobre yen. Near Chifaso, aha. Regulation 74 of LI 2180 amended. And near 39, number 39. The principal enactment is amended in Regulation 74 by the substitution for sub-regulation 3 of 3. Despite sub-regulation 1, a siren or bell may be fitted as a warning appliance and used on the following classes of motor vehicles. We would say, mutie me. Because we have baby phone lines. A motor vehicle used for official purposes by the head of state, Mampenyi the Dabaya, Vice, and also Dabaya, Speaker of Parliament, and also Dabaya, the Chief Justice, and also Dabaya. And into number 5, Ministers of State. Number 6, Justices of the Supreme Court. And number 7, Members of Parliament. The Members of Parliament, you know. And yeah, I am grofobin margin menya bebre niema bebre. And say, hey, na adie no kura no, yeah, extendi yempo no. You said the grofo air abuse sirens. Sirens in so no, said the yamra na etie no. Would the traffic, would the hen, the moment I bet siren no, gina ne park ho. The man messen, yeah, ho, and a uber fee, more quarry say, siren, a funu car siren. And I say, why siren? Now, media dear, come tramming soon, Mokrani, a full car, any traffic. A full car, any traffic. What is it? And what a trot from one who feel free, a common deal. What per could do fear conway and traffic in quad and MOB mat. Uber one full car, asano, ping pong. But where the uncle, but as a members of Parliament, dear. Members of Parliament, and ye do my baby shim at the account. My Jerry, Akwaba.
Ya media, me just here. Bibiaboko.
What you say, and ya come up. Ya media is with him.
And say, just a minia was I media, you mucho. As a trainer.
They say, yes, members of Parliament, don't use siren.
So we didn't cut in your shade.
And ya way.
Because I say, I dear back when they say home. Ghanaians, sometimes we are not being fair to MPs.
How?
Yeah.
Upon all that we have done for them.
The woman say, Sekania doom says ya. Electricity ni na nkane na omojeje ni mpo de so mo de abefo na e peki meter. Electricity ni no obey fee beji bill no. E be peki meter readings no. Ono na yehu na ye de so bobo ne pa because ono e be ye nan so. Etu ono ni yenim no. Esu e bia na kane na edum na nye ECG o, e bia na Agrico. E bia na eye VR. Dia make enye dum so ekoso ho asem na make on but me kire no ama traditionally
ekoso.
Enti ana da bia nipa ye hu no ono na ye de ye nebre esue no. Es gracia me pa so o constitution da o. Article Bobo what may be use sirens Bobo
the head of state and the
ETIAC
vice president and also ETIAC speaker of parliament chief justice ministers of state justices of the Supreme Court
to phone one can and then
members of parliament police service vehicle the police service vehicle no suspect team suspect in team
so
good motor vehicle used by the Ghana National Fire Service okay motor vehicle used by the National Ambulance Service motor vehicle used as an ambulance by a hospital or clinic. Motor vehicle used by other recognized government security agencies. And a bullion vehicle registered by the licensing authority.
It will once a judges and a judge for Supreme Court, a judge for the account. But why MPs now MPs 275. One more basis, Irene. About S Gracia, S Gracia, and the A, and the S Gracia, S Gracia, and yes, it can be after Kafu,
yes, it can be a saying.
And yes, it can for.
And yes, it can me bow. Yenti and I said new set of parliament.
Yes.
Ba. Yen a hono yenti mean she say a free is abri you kwe ye betua mo kase. Yentua kano ento aso saa. Na ye twen say dada fo no sika wo mo gye no. Eno ana wonum nso ba wo mbagya ye wi a ye se an wo senka mo gye sei ni ya calculate ni the interest ni ade ato so ama ni aden.
Biame dia wo ken. Enye MPC pe na agio. Yes, yes, Article 71 office holders. Now, what to say? NCC for Obi Abom so what I say chairperson of NCC or can be. What to say? Your friend is saying National Development Planning Commission. One when you know Article 71 office holder. One when you know Shemubio, but I never pet na MPC ne pet. And your bomb so because I'm say one of the econo. One when you just say kind of pepe. One when you GB. But Obeshano na MPC ne pet and your bomb so.
Sentin a for air call say. Article 71 office holders. Young Shania amend this article. Na ye everywhere the new free. Fine. But then call Bassa no me say. No crepa minimum say enya MPs na omo kan ho bia na kai asamo ma won enso am dos wom dos ena we
ya ga asamo ma wo
meba ye de omo ma beka ho yi ebede no wo sasimasi a wo kwei o ye MP
oh na bese na so ni ye na say bese wo mo stickers ebo bo mo kan ho
masa bibia timisi wo Ghana ha o obetimi akope MP sticker de atare ne kan ho ena VAT ye to ne say
me na fofo a wo mo ye MP so mo buru 51 ebu bia betima kwaji obi kra de anante ya me nam kra ye be salute ba ko emri me de ba ku bi de me ba ku bi de na me ko we mankasi ye duru won ye salute me ba me duru na me so o me nya MP o
na wo ko yi won ano sa ye de
ye de asoma me
eti we ade no ye ba abuse no
ye ba abuse ne dia ye ba abuse ni nyina ba mom ye ma focus no go ye say dia MPs ne pe na as wo mo ba abuse na say da bia ye focus na ko ye MPs ade so MPs kwa mom ye MPs ni sa wo mo bere wo
be so ko di MP ana wo
say MPs ne bre
o mo bre say
MPs ne bre documents wo mo kan anajo
meba we APD enye by force
sa
mo ba omo so omo be pa ye cho ye sere mo ye be boa mo ye be som mo afebe wi che no mo gina ya pampam
na sa som no mo so me biamada no wada no
me MP be na protect me
da bi no me
ana sa me ma MP
me se no me no kwahwe MP no wa sorry enampo ntimi na enti eba ne sana ete se otimi koduru parliament ntem
ntem dia woni traffic mti ya won hia siren
oh ade no on sorry ntem nyi so do parliament so ntem because anadu de so no nyina nkrata wa kenkan ya de ketwa eti abuse ne de ye betima restrict no so ade say betima restrict abuse no because
unim say Ghana high your number one problem
yeah
a lack of supervision
it does a mejitum
eti amra de we say hey ya gia tum say yi why na ye na say this what be say wo mu di super pepepe yeah, and none of say because my Jerry, despite all jokes,
yeah,
and a V8 or B8 me to V8.
Oh yes,
and young piece.
Oh yes, and young piece.
What I say, and the dear bachelor say,
because
me at Ghana flag. Na me dia bom, na ma baby, na me dia ka ho. Me ba as MP, ma so me hands adi. Na me na me ba me pom. Why na be check us adi?
Monitoring no supervision and na work no. It's very important.
How bit to say funu car? Yes. Say ba ubeda hu say efuru dem
has ne de has na we wo kan has in kan ho
me am be chim
has wo ma hemra no wo da do
and with why
and this has your friend ambulance na no nya ambulance your friend has efunu car
na asem na
efunu car wo de betwi ma na ede efunu car
ambulance kura
na hwe
ambulance yakwe better na hu say nipa dem emergency
ba no kura wo mu ne say
but yes, what is siren?
Yes, that's right.
And you say, me concern back on so ye quine. Baby, oh, no more. Oh, no, wait, the ha, payment. baby ya bia to okra se nipa enante ho no cars ya agye ho akoso enti baby e 2 lane but ya done the 3 lanes and a cars no 1 2 3 this so enti se wo ya ambulance se wo ya MP se wo ya ho ahwan na wo ba ehe na car no e ko park ama wa ba besene
BIAMAH abuse no ho
meba na ba konso so ebe magana fo abuafu mo
because na hwehwe ni hu ayebufu nipa do wuyi nipa 10 na hwehwe betwama emu nan bubefu pa emu nan
ye nyina wia bo
ne ye na
trotrom o ba na sabuti esim
hwan no
nyampi no
okay
what you say what esim o and wa so no gbi
na wo betwam na wo piepia
krofo wo sa pentema san yen a awia ne wo hyew de yen and I won say a police for from wo sirens style bi
wo mo bono
e bogu so ahwe abeto car
jo pe ba bi china sa abuse 19 ama sa de we no
driver ni ko na osim bibi ansi ye
and okra
yanga sa ye nature na ye abuse ne ma
abuse it yeah that is it
enti sa de we no why na e ba be check say yeah abuse no
no ni asem no
because already no it is being abused
yes already no kra na yen fa mo bon ho no kra wo mo ye eti memom de enka de me hu ni so minority kra call say minister ni
minority one more a statement
no so say and next I can check you for no
so a transport minister say enim say on withdraw sa controversial road traffic amendment regulations no now one che say sirens na sefo no e na nya no kwa o ya mom speed limit etu betimi ya sia
so pentem BIAMAH pentem o adwuma no mo ye nya adwuma keto
I know adwuma mo ye nya adwuma keto siren ma is na adwuma no mo ye
wo mo go so ye but so mo say
etu we ya mo bia ba be kan hu ya prosifo ni say mo nya liable for exceeding speed limit and na sifo yi wonyi ni say ye be abuse sa de we so akotu se benkwase america bi
na no so de akwansi akwa
akofa nsempi yaba enti wom che say the reports of the subsidiary legislation committee is not yet brought to the floor of parliament
okay
for debate and discussion now so no say the wom ankasa minority caucus no ma dwene eye wom ne say wom ne Ghana for na ahwia bom
okay the Ghana for do na
Ghana for na ahwia bom enti say Ghana for say sa amendment no wom mpa minority for
wom withdraw
it wom nkwa withdraw
like one na twa mo ho afiri ho so one de beba kra na
eno kra na nche no maka kire 137 NDC members say ade no ba parliament wo ntuntia
okay
eno ma sa ka kire wo members wo committee no say wo block ade no
okay
mo ma the floor of parliament
o ma ade
eno mo say eniema hu here wo say parliament adwene ho high cost of living food inflation unemployment high cost of fuel depreciation of the city and high taxes wenum ne niema we say
BIAMAH de wo mu ni say me sa de we yes ye granted de ama MPs ne wo meka ho ni nyina na me na ka mini problem bia wo because wo madwuma na wo ye na nafo menim say make amanfo obi ontem ase ba me opinion no ye de ma o ma ye hwe bad abuse na wo ka no eti ye de a na ye de monitor say ba so won ba withdraw free what they are fine
yentimi monitor masa
but then yes ade na ya hwe na yetimi monitor na ye hu say nipa no
monitor
majority eno na na de how the ban
it is better see a be withdraw 0302243540 onso so wadwene eye wo say monitor ne de eye 0 because ya ye bi pen ama bi asi pen yentimi monitor emre ko he ba he nyinara child offense children's dia ben ne edimirika ne de ho akwakohyem we na beba ne edimirika ne de ho akwakohyem we na beba ho convention ne de ho akwakohyem eba say ye monitor de no ne ya make sure say ye din hwehwe yes papa Ghana ye lack sa balls no ye ni. Good afternoon
me na ababia
no apanye mpacho mpom ti say
ya me ada Roman also
okay it's you
yo ni ami bi sa ne say nti oman na yetim no ade ehia pa ne say ye de alarm be say MP sky mana they say minority say dem de omo nka let's MPP penning for They say, Omana, it's in maybe no buafu. I don't say NDC for say about 120. No more can say Muna Monte Sadi and Napa. Now, me Mark Jerry about S. Gracia. Mark, me my years throughout my life, I'm a deco pension. When in the first, no man, we all call pension, I'm out S. Gracia. One a baby chairman, I say, Omun say S. Gracia, yeah. I don't know, Omun Fema working. In a group baby, many about BIAMAH, Cocraphobia, no me see me just. Say, all call pension, no conia S. Gracia, uncle private security. More than 4 years, and I'm why S. Gracia. No be a 1 year, you may 30 something years. Meaning Peter need your call retirement. 60 million old Ghana Krawanya. God, Snake na Hermaniska, Omwecha S. Gracia. Many about Metro, Tema General Hospital, none with it to win. Zebra crossing a war up, I say. Na Usha Yarofonia, painful HM Hone, Senia cast 2 Rika Honor. Wada Roma, Mumwaye. Na hospital authorities no omunye zebra crossing in my nkaka
Meda sipi. Good afternoon.
Fine afternoon.
Eba chodini baby afrefi.
Mami BIAMAH ho fe kwafo.
Orobo yanko.
Mo mami nyami obo so na sa tinchira papa. Me pa cho seconds pe me mami Fatima Abubakar information minister me chia papa ana Mr. Tawa Japan Zumla yo panipa no obo djuma papa. Mami BIAMAH and some of that today, and who never papa, Metekaswa. Last Mafaka, I cry, make Wakaswa. Traffic, yat, Broswama, or show, and the young moon can if we. Would you know what come on Jaya? Our motum, kind, and through Jiminka, comfort the call. Mammy, Anna Charlie, real. And I was a Higuanian park among my things. I am back my baby. I took what my quite Charlie and what is Charlie is so. I said, Mamma Pine. And this umbrella at Parliament here. Maybe I beg Manguadi and away can go. I beg Manka, papa, but you can traffic and also not near, but you are boy and you are boying. No one will say I'm a coach as I am. Last one, I come a fool, animal box, Charlie and I can't want them. Mammy, a fool idiot. I think no one man find the last minute no way, and I'm in a quaco. But it is extra taxing. And the Corona, Minion man was there. Principal Boko High, and I'm a principal Bianco High. President Nico, Ujamia, and one my youth for tour. No way. Now, what about you, Samia? And just who a fool idiot. I'm about Taria, I know the Mrapanso, and the face there.
Mebacho, Efunuka and Gaho, Efunuka and Casarine, no, Miss Row. Hi, Miss Row. That's it. Good afternoon.
Wow, ma'am, you might say.
Yes, I don't patch also.
I am one be a Nimaquamo on your
yes, 1D1F Yanko.
Matan for Neble. Ma'am, Yama. Who says I'm lay? I will hold it out. No more so. I somehow can I am the power to say round bar. See an open monitor and say, and now we say this where I MP, where you or your minister. I am the power. So, on best sham random Rana Yajmano. A person from Mufossum Rana Yajma. And I'm a boy.
No, great.
Never been a pretty papa for my Yajuma. Uchaba nam tiapa. Na bisa to padro. Afro to fina kasa to me kapraji. Omo nya agi na wo mamra yaduma. Emra we she yaduma of parliament and papa because obi 100 person. Na kwanwa Africa abroku a so. Now do to your MP. O your parliamentary. O your say o don't pass o di line mu. Say mo to so be so me ye. Wa obeso ya obeso tietia ya so na akọ. You say, I have a fool. Just talk Africa, traffic at a partner, but when, so you have your front of there's a cast no more by force. Maybe I'm almost parliamentary. Almost to Nancy form the almost almost to know. Almost almost to Nanja, no more monitor. Now, Nanja, you man, no manu, as you would have it. In running Yajuma, monitor and call you. That's
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mama BIAMAH.
Eba chodi ni baby afrefi.
Your family like to go make a fish and later.
Yenko.
Me tia Magere or stay Ajima. Magere me tia who.
Joso.
Mama BIAMAH.
Yes.
Sometimes when your leaders know, I'm someone junior who. Shall be a person who mind way. Beef, I look at 50 Ghana and the call Brigade Accra. From near the bay. The Muslim business, I'm in a more jaton.
Ade ade omuton den.
Beef. And the beef I look at 50 cities.
Beef and beans.
Beef. BEANS. Beans.
Ah, beans.
Yes. I
Yeah.
look at 50 cities. And see that. And then fry to Galano, Kufa Galano. Almost 2 million at the time. 6.5. More go where some. More car there, I bet Sevamo. Now, I talk about Mamma, they don't know. Sometimes, no, money don't get Jimmy.
Oh, Bacho, Mr. Papa. Ma wakasa ho mrenyam. Ma wakasa ho nte. Panchine to wakasem. That's it. Good afternoon.
No, Mama BIAMAH, what to say?
Yes, wadum Bacho wana mesiano.
The friend of a Jatin.
Yova, yenko.
The free Asama.
Okay.
I'm not to say, I'm not some bit to him. Nameka say, Asama, and I said, Punkataman, so you, Okolibanon, a free school, be a free school jam, Johnson, a KKD school, a government school. And go for the case of Chopin here. A drew me the answer, you did different. I want to know what I could school. But then, let me see this. I say, one a Jimusika, say a municipal, say a fine, in him. Yes, to me. A quiet, a year quite full power, we are seeing any Asama to Ocean.
Me Bacho, a topic I media to Jana Oka Wasman. I was your topic, I will become once more.
Me Bacho, my real,
Mr. Wadaroma, Bacho, topic in a sumame. May I say, good afternoon. Oh, of a cabin, I'm going to say.
A poem dear, Yankopon, Yanadi.
The radias be a bit fine. Yanko.
Mamma, Mr. Busa, won't I be sent some, but Mr. Make me Busa say, and to say, parliamentarians, and no money say. Yet, Mark, I'm so much disappointed, but to achieve him so or non so, Nagan, Nami disappointed, said in the minimum. Will be a word too quiet, Danny, I don't know, expect to say, or Canada, but an idea. What can also no Nagan. Mamma, dear me, Yanni say. Say no money so move boom raso. What brad yashi said to her say, will be any quiet, so the cafa a quantum. Behind. It is another that the Yamunim Sembra no move buso, not more Fiana, Fena Mokaja, move a Shemra. Nambaki Cassim, you will say, I na, your woman, why never Shemra, Mammy, you're from a Mrasha Begani, Bebois. Not Mrasha Begani, one look royal, so now, your cat were may air quite. Why may you wait no decent to
Any the of a KBA, sir, no, dear, one on a question any bow. Who MP may ba, who MP, who wouldn't miss out on your quine, may bow for. Who wouldn't miss out on your quine. What is here? And it's a walk pay to me no, catch it on mouth for a say. Me qua me say, me shemra, and I may be a bell say beer, say ni say. Now, who cock your campaign now, I say, maybe monsieur, Messi school, mammo, may ya quine mammo, may ya hospital. That's a drew on a mouth for nature, I was a mania quine. And a dear. Yanko.
Mammy, me busao, say, who constituency, me baname say to Abama na. Maybe I'm a 12 movie, I am patrol to be more. Ubejina to Abama.
Mental.
I'm not educating. They need those people in the village and whatever. They don't know. NCC, you also educate you almost say, Empino, on your quiet, or Ministry, and to a chrono. Not your chrono. Anybody need that education. It is radio. Whatever. They know the education almost said the idea to see many people could never add that day. Nipano. We are cast a one of the car. And ya me make wa ko kabi so constituency motomamia obi antra ka mu bia lupri Ni ya jina so ato aba ma me. Ebi Mr. Mo mama ma ye mada yi ni say won na kai ye. Obi ka to say wo mo president ye ji obi e keka de obi. Na da ni ewi ayen ka say won na kai ye wa be keka. Enti wo se oni bia wo fa no ni. Ebi ye keka na sa. Enti ma ye nye ma na sa ye fa mra nya dwuma. Na enye na dwuma no enti wontimi nkoka ni educate ni pa no me pa cha then me disappointment one matter empanimfu yi eya me nwanwa say me hu say abey ye nyina ye say ye ka breaking the but them say empanimfu no wo mo nya wo mo adwene so wo mo pese wo mo breaking 8 no because mami na okay debia na atabe emfata ana mo kwatina se na mabeka kire yi ananu ya ye te ho no ma no maka kire yi ye kodua wi mami wi no wo ba bi a ya te kotukuro ba ko de akọje be kada e de akwa America da ni akọche mra fa ko bia ni so ye ti wona adai ni ye ho sa me pacho mami enipa na wo no so wo finance se doctor anata ye ben say chief justice ne nkofo article 71 for no se wo mo akatua anya wi wo mo nkosai Parliamentary so market you are ready on side and your finance for a corporate for market you yan for mo enka ho next say some yare yan for mo nka ho doctor say some yare yan for mo nka what for bia ga ho o mai be na yetina musa what to quite that na so akọ baby a civilized country I ni pa wo mo ani bie wo mo ani bie ati krom ho no o mai no na say the ketle ye say ya nya kwai say ye ni train ye ni so ya nwene ho say ye kofa train na nipa traffic ni free krom na mu ye kofa price amama ye ho bai na ye to 4x4 ye ba pian na me samiti we me de me ka na me nya hwe na obi e de ka di machi say panimu ni achi me ni abu mi fimfram no amafo mu ho adi na oman na kese no me me nketo no de ye pese ye oman no say ni pa civilized country bi ni
Medase Ovakebe, Medase P. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Manda Malapum today.
Yes, Wadom, Pachodini baby Africa. Yes.
But you will see Magina.
Your fee, Yanko.
Manda Magala, Obi in Cattle Sobi. Obi and Anna Sobi. But also, we are Christian, we say, time it all. So 1 minute here, Obi about 1 minute. No, the answer is okay, you will let you don't know. And okay, you say, don't. Make sure Magdalene won't be a liar 1 minute. I'm not going to be a
Mate, as Yanko,
yeah, Mandama, winning. And Rana Bokan today, if the police is okay, they begin to use Madina, local hospital, our Mamubi. Me too, just know, I've been paying the police in this for me. And I'll be sure my kind, what shall I have that kind of? Who's the police? Like I said, tomorrow, then we do make a Mamubi. Make quite no man and make sure doctors say so that time was hospital or you do Yarful in the buy. So I'm American. It's a here. Yeah, if you want, what I say, this is a man must be here. And the police open me to look at our Malzone Mulcano. We go to my talk. No, we are saying that let's the police to find the women's reform. That's a motion and then I man, very but police transform into from then, what they said, it's the best of it from Roma and then okay, bye-bye.
Medase P. Fifi. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ma'am.
Me Pachodini baby Africa.
I'm from Izim, Kasefitama.
Hey, it's you.
Ma'am Jama. So, who Juma? Maybe I'll say, Juma by 5:30. And I say, Sister. Me I shame say, who cement them now, ba? For Juma in Diago. Parliamentarians, why you want to know? Just 4 years position. You want to wear ma? What's what pay? Protection. 275 police. Yeah, demo. Yeah, 92, 94 no. JJC. A day was a kumono. What the more majority are NDC people. We were torn down in our fight. Said the midnight war. nche wo ye mp na wo kwa eya odo wo ina wo do gu fako eni say wo kede one more silent adan who are they abrochi na dey na ukọ UK wo use bicycle po do ko parliament
mo
eba bodyguard na wo hia the man MPC no wona na obaye ho bibi na mo kita V18 one ma the Ghana adan na Ghana MPC na wo guo mo adan one aye odi the madwene ba ajun papa also wodwunu wo parliament na mo de them unnecessary mo de bia mo yeye na mo hwe sa pay ya working sa as guy say every year bia wo increase wo pay what do me say 4 years no wo increase wo pay and when the time won't pay na yan workers no ye pay na wo the time no and you correct na one mo bia na de bia was wo arrears bia o say man wo be the time wo pay no what did the miscan more Ghana Fuma parliamentarians won't take advantage of us.
Good afternoon.
Hello, afternoon, ma.
But you didn't be afraid. You're honest, young.
Ma, only how? Parliamentarians, we may hear woman. Oh, bread is here, you bring. First to any boy, you say some will be the yes, tax David, Bray, the bread, rather for because of the banner, bodyguard one in say, maybe I want my client to see for my oh, I can't get bread to do. Tell them what we knew. Oh, mine, you bread. No more pet to boy, didn't you? And Rawin on cost. Oh, Mama, bye.
That's it. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Mr. Medase.
A janimo.
Me ala fe no mabedu.
Yo.
Teze dia humane mo ya kin agrona ede.
E mo akwa ba yenko.
Me joso. Me nsira akonya na me cha doctor Eloma Senior. Awa kwa benya juma pa obunti ya de no kwa parliament. Malaria ayenti ya japo wa ten sambola. Sada ntonto nye na malaria enye ene information mi support wa Bubaka so me chan. Na ya me ka sembi o. Me ko joni mo me yare. Ana na fata jin do ba bi na jawadi atumi na wo bo pe ene say ya mara ra chemi. Ye.
Manti o what's the
Me yare ya taxi bia for me. Ana ya for me no so obo abe pin. Ene say ya chemi won.
I know your nimbi.
I don't nimbi won.
Aye.
And me yare na ya yare to touch me about ben against the law. Ana
Ajani moto aso na minim.
Mommy anka ni yo. Mommy anka asem ni ye na ebedu ba bi no wa ya.
Because amra na meken kan ye no. Ye wo kan mu bi nim.
And this is me yare na se traffic ati amin nya traffic na mi mu.
Jama.
And the aso omo kan hu bibi. What do you say? Omo kan hu bibi ababo ayen. And the ano so omo fan kan hu emayen. To be yare serious pa na se bi ani pa no. Oya ya fra ambulance ma yet not to take him no go or ba ben ya. Ya man kwa de to bi em. Aso oni da ho. Ti anwe ni yeso an robezo so be fa kwan bi so. E de akodi mo no. Bye.
That's it. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Dini baby afrefi. Yo, yanko nana.
Ghana had up and then we want to Parliament. One got one gem ready. Among one now, why one far? Yeah, then your Kosobas, then far, no, Obasha, I'm on wire the Alpha. So, Cabando, 1 to 2, and 1 to 2 men.
Where there. Where was I? What any about? Baba, no one to call you one for I. The better to them for the bear with their plan. No, why there? Why can't I call some dano? What got them can or what? The moment one chance there. The members wash out. I bet there about the same NDC wash the memory. They are no boy. Parliament one one word there if you want from Comra. NDC what 2 times. We be in China here. 1 2 3 what? Kind of we the minimum on here. You say when you no share the member no know the am because what am all one to the over share. Now one can one day China to obey. The minimum why are here and it won't show man from no open my bed there or what the madam. Name prison. Obedient China won't you move on when you go.
That's it. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon.
Hello.
If I told you, baby, hello.
You're from Benji.
Okay.
Make us a fit my committee 7.
It's you.
My BIAMAH. Me pacho. We say. Yeah, MPs no. Sometimes like minister MPs no rather. Sometimes I na me dream who say I'm on dream yan. Ninti Americans and say MP bet na so be 4 times like 12 years. Obeji as Russia. And only the amount fan ko parliament in ko dream who say oh yan dream who say o transfer for krana o kwa be ma 1 as Russia. But Obano Kubia Noji. This Irene issue, BIAMAH. Sometimes many problem wa more than so. Say the MP say if he say judges so bia they won't be. But young Ghana for Nankasano ye abusing your manekeke. Bibia ye biano, Obia ye be senior pay, Obia ye be senior pay, Nanka ya dia police be ye a juma na amu say Obia Wakakoto and like Obia Koto Bibi dia born or Nanka ni achino, ni aboneka and Casanya man subecha. If it's ambulance, buy you say where you fire ambulance, where you fire service, where you say, Nina you do. Medasi.
Mensumedasipi. Good afternoon.
Mami BIAMAH kafo.
Pachodini baby afrifi.
Ayi me ma hekase pa. Ye frame ya po.
Yeah, it's you.
Me kasa wo amasama.
Yeah, it's you.
Enoma ekosi die eyohu kakra. Obegia di se MPs bi wo ha. Ana minister bi wo ha. Obegia di se mu da se minister. Oji di se police ni bia kan mo ho. Omo nam sa police ni bia engado.
Down.
Abre.
Wow. No my idea.
I'm first idea no cry. And you subanya would not try to consuency. And you subanya would be minister. And you subanya, ya did the tail wolf. With many to find a place. That's a place for who been studying from 275. Now, I'll place you for crown. Yeah. 275. And then I don't want to Musamla would be a BIAMAH Kafo. MPP a bank now man young too. And you serious man. Now, Mr. Opa, when you're training, would you for community national MP, executive side, you start pushing for it. Oh, my subject.
Hello, I don't remember position who ye na wa homa no hwehwehwe si.
So what's the car?
Aha, kasa to aso.
Etino, and who is your process?
ana je bi ka ho ne se na ya makwafo obia ni ho a obeti maka cho se mp nye kwan mp wo ye kwan bisana me kyerɛw mp otimi tukania eba wo konsosi bisana me kyerɛw abenti ana mp sibi wo Ghana ha na ma me bia makwafo ukwo konsosi a esia brochire ukwo konsosi a lat ekwan mp susu mu nyina mu je katua ba ko abeti na mp bibie ukwo konsosi a esi kari kania school down school konya akwan hospital na APC bi wo ho so a eche so kwolu constituency a sabe kasake ekuko bu kwa so wo fa so say constituency no
That's good afternoon. Good afternoon. If I told you, Borosini. Okay, yeah, go ahead. But you say, I'm a codrum.
Mammy, I'm a woman. Who could do more? Uncas, look, can see a phone to see a phone in me. Can you man go? I had to. Parliamentary people move a stone, and that's a stone. No, you know why the day this move. You know why it's been optimum for a bread. When you put a bread, parliamentary on top of you. On top of you, you're gonna not talk. Mamma can take a season and move them. Yes, that's to some mamma. Yes, that's to a moon at the dark come home. Now, move your like I say. Yes, I'm more church. Now, most from your here for no good on one side and side. Now, I'm for Muslims. No more. Maybe I say, eh? You know why I think. So, I had to get your Ghana. If you are Ghana, will be sent any wire. Now, so say you are Ghana. Never wire. Not a near Ukraine. Any Russia for it. Our money. And I don't know why I didn't find. Now, the area was Hannah Solution. Ghana, you are and cinema be you. One district, one factory, almost a movie. Why, when I must say, why, not here in a young passing Kotobi, not a Gianni Musu. There is any fire, yet no man will get too much. I don't know how to now Brazil. It will come back to me talking. Maybe I will specific for market. If I could be Ghana, maybe a crack. It's so bad to the car. Who could the same will do. So our friend said, maybe I myself you. I don't know if any money didn't pump. When any money didn't for the Ukraine, Russia, a 4 months of one year, and the other wire thing, when they are 1 year, mononymous, I didn't be there. But and it's in the wire thing. The Yakasa do Diwano. Oh, now, if you have to bank, not empty. Ministers, what was a more year?
That's it. Good afternoon. And council didn't baby afraid. Yeah, what tough, Yanko.
I'm for you.
That's it.
I'm for you, Papa, no, Juma, Katia, when you're Mangana, and wine. Namisha, Obama Tokasia, Ufuatan, and I got never to say, I'm for you, and I'm going to
I shall not the lesson, I'm a my bomb with the Achio.
But Mate, I am a Pegita or Yao. How no question when you're meaning. MPC, a year allowed Kaya, Musomunia, Bobo, Kamuna, almost body with some more bay. Kaya Nura. You Mr. Say, if you do a second or more parliament, I'm going to at Yamo, my Ghana. If I don't hear me. If you do a thing, Musoka Semra, my aim, and in my bonny, because so much require the first wife, Luciano. And you must do a thing, and our parliament and Ra. As your man penny, no, more person Musumu, and Kayo. Now, see you only say, some could do parliament one more, and I say, Mama. Or what some of Bush for the young
Waba yesa, boss never, director never, near Koto any idea. As you said, the Pediasa, near Unyana constituency anymore. Wouldn't be any anymore. Yakupo don't be, and what you have put Ginato, Ogas, why you tinted. Ogas, why you tinted, Obaka, you want to get some mouth, alarm, and find so cam now by a dear crema mouth. Abahima, maybe a Carmen Qua. Only traffic, no more situation, a gun of 40 members for FM. Takwani ya. Some took up with you. I'm on any idea. I'm only sending a road near the etier. Lay way for the 8, lay way up for 4, way up for 10, way up for 6. It is your mom to catch a move from constituency, a move from Collegima. That's the Carmody Coyading. I to put a winner to 2 hours, but I also most I actually are buying. Mammy, the father can make one done for me as a tomato. My am played that. It is almost really a home. I'm not about it. I'm not going to put anyone. Yes, I won't get very good. Now, you'll see a common sense. I will go to Kutua. I say, second, it's not a dumb. I'm on your man cancer.
Bensomeda Sipi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bachodini baby Afrif. Bachodi. I'm holding you.
Yes, I'm a boy.
Yeah, I just boy.
Our ambulance, just a own so a pana. Motor crown, hand the brain, pavement. As I said, you say, Bush Sentinel, certificate here. What to grant to me and from, but I know pavement is so. Now, ambulance and also near Tossibium. You also have like I said, maybe I won't know the kind. Maybe I'm not talking about me, you know, and I'm here. What's all what she? No, but you. Meanwhile, no, I'm already. No, but Henry, if you so, as I do not know, I'm here to two. That's it. Yeah, many green also I saw corner. I hope you are. No one, eh? If you almost only would say, I read now do something like I see. What I will make. Now, what we can wait and you're tossing you know, Bruce or not toss better than your son and I. No, Bruce, I was in your decano, and the Almatia for far red room. Long. That's as you see, no one, eh? No, the other Tom Cole. The almost in your say. Now, my home, but yeah. Ambulance in you, no option what time I know. Ambulance in you. Think now about 10 or more because we ambulance, I say, we ambulance in Tiana walk up, and I'm really so busy. I'll rack out with Yamaka, if I would like nothing. Not as I want to be courage or Yare. Our no son no feet sat on the end 1 week. Or no son no, if she's down, I didn't in panic courage. And I will to fire service or to feet, or more station or ever snapper. And already from plans, also, or also, yes, for California, I got one of them. And I bomb ambulance rent to young cop. Another ambulance in about 5 of rent to young cop. A bomb, I tell you that I was carrying that in the panel. Yeah, almost which one for no one young, especially a tablet like that.
That's Sipi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bachodini baby Afrif.
But I'm in the Combination.
Yo, I just sorry, uncle.
Don't have a mapu.
Yo, mapu, uncle.
Maybe I'm a young penny free wash your mind. See, say, what could Dana Sargin be by one team, sir, said you, begging cat to say it. Ever was who now wants to sell on Cron, and now I will be no so, a bobina dream, and I did here, or the can want you to man. I maybe want me to tell you. If you say, and may I'm a question say, I dear Modi Bay, my Biane, my yes, care may I. Mammy Biame, when I go to will see our Maya Cardi, the traffic trap, the too far, cars and also could see when but I wanted to be my one because I want you, Sicano, or the other one say, wanted to know the traffic trap. No, to no could see when sin no walk because the already made them work. Now I wouldn't I didn't tell them 1 year. One car and the tinted glasses and now to Nakar, so no white to no. What's a sunny now one car and one white mom. Your police force water, so I am white mom. Me and say, be a woman, never be so cacra, maybe I'm a that's why.
Bensomeda Sipi, I was young for honey and cost Nina. Yeah, the more a base neat 100.9 and I was so a gua otiana yet me 90 no yen hwe senate ya yesi eton sesi ya de se eja enya ba bedru ye organized labor wo a suspend wo strike action no na wo ed ama senate 1 month ese ensem bi ehyehyehye wa efa kwan a yen pension sika ho wo toto no wo ni enwumaifo nka bo mu ko nsi nkonwa bo somentem wo nya krado so wo beto nsa afra enwumaifo nka bo mu ko no ma si nkonwa na kwan a ye pension ho ntoto ye ne ade no ye no yentimi ensi nkonwa na yempeni nyina enedua gobre afa ni etoso miensan so no se senate board no ene ayem se NPR susu kraka ho wo mungu board no wo mpe board no enim ahwe parliament wo mo so akwa amend road traffic regulations 2012 LI 2180 wo mo akoye nsiesie wo mmara ne bi ho ya ene yede eto apaso a manfo akere wo madwene ewo ho na Ghana Statistical Service for wo mo so aye hwehwemu no wo mahunu se be nipa be se opepim yenu a wo nyina ye mabunu enenei ebi nko school ebi nya adwuma enna entitiensa no nyuma ho adesua bi anso ade bema bi no ebi nso enye bi nti eno ane seches wo mo no da musa ena wo de ne na musa eti wei ene nsenka ya hodo ena ene awiei ye ba bese ne koso na yeteme abobo ho na Adel Omal NDC amayoko no ana musini obeba Ernest Adade NPP wono wabelande wa ha ena afenso na into emrichi political analyst ono so yehwe nanim se obeba be kan ye ho ewa ha eni se sie ya menua be ma Ernest na Kwame Osei Adade waba be kan me ho me ma na kwa abaye na yemfa enkomo no ehhye so Adade
Amen.
ma hai
Edua.
Bibi aboko de.
Erade adom na nso e.
Nyame adom bibi adadi.
Adom na bi dom ye na de pa bi chi yensi anasida nko a.
Road traffic regulations are makoye ho amendment ho nkro de bay. In this election year in the in the history of the NPP yewo abato afimu a akahwe be bosome nan na ye kwa akoto aba. Amendment of this road regulation or whatever no eno ni ade a ehia mo samo ye sa aban adade
Amen. Ye we dia macha na macha tiefo nyina obi biara otie ye mbabia dia me de be di kan pa ni se road traffic regulation ya ye amendment omo atwe asan na ya sisi amene o kasa ye wi ya omo de krata akoma parliament say ekrasi makanso enwe ti omo atwe asan ye twentwen so akopim say ehun hihye ne ehun komodie ebekọ nkan na omo ahwe niama esese omo de ka ho ne de ebe yi afri be mami nka nokra bi nkyira Ghana for eya na yama nyofo ne enkrofo a opposition for no dada ye ndodo mami krata no every attorney general ho na ekoye meboa so mo na ya omo de krata ko parliament emra ne beko ne abobo krata ko parliament no eni de ye ka ho asem sese ye yi no eye nyama mienu kura boy bura kura different mienu there a free attorney general's department a core parliament I see despite sub-regulation 1 a siren or bell may be fitted as a warning appliance and used on the following classes of motor vehicles when I were hodada until kind of with the American a government vehicle used for official purposes by the head of state and also there are also police service vehicles the police for a car or mudiye ejuma a mampeni car police for car or mudiye ejuma the police ni a one private car and car. A motor vehicle used by the Ghana National Fire Service for car, ambulance, diesel, the Tosu 9, the Tosu Num, ambulance a hospital edia a car ye dia ambulance na ambulance a hospital dia ye niam mienu because ye were private ambulance so wo ho ana meboa na de toso ensia a motor vehicle used by a recognized government security agency. Inti senya aprosi for car na ya soldier for car to me the license boom. A buying a bambo for ye nimu wo mu recognized. And a bullion van car ye the fasika. We and a wo mene wo kase. E ko drew hono no. And na no a motor vehicle when the motor vehicle is being used in the performance of official functions by head of state, vice president, speaker of parliament, chief justice, minister of state, justice of the Supreme Court, members of parliament, Ghana fire service, ambulance, police, armed forces, prisons, and other recognized governments. So niama na ewo ho dada no na ekodru ho no mo akotrim sesi aye pese ye hu because our committee na eye adwuma we no committee no NDC for wo ho MPP for wo ho na ba ne den na mo akotra ade ni mo awie na sesi ya no akoyesa aban na epese aban vehicles no ye disare mbom sesi amene o kasa sa aban vehicles no majority of them sare ni bom dada ana ameboa nti wa ban mu no na nka metumi aka say who said that here siren no because we are chief executive.
I don't think so na
ministries ni be
I don't think so na ewomu dada because ewomu dada sometimes ya no mo pe we escort
police escort siren no waka no be mprepi no who call baby na obe hia police escort who inform police for mpanimfo no mo assign BIAMAH. Samra no kra no emze obi na e ka che me say even at all ye ni ayeye kroma yimpo na say ubetumi atu aka na utwero ko a emze sa privilege no etimi eba wo nso wo ho nti sa parliamentarians ni kakra yi a omudi abekika ho ebi wo mu dada na omudi bi abeka sesi amene o ka sesi amene o ka say de wo mu dada no dada nini dada mra dada no say president car, police for car, that is service vehicle, not just a police for car or mudi police ejuma, national fire service for car, ambulance, and ambulance are a clinic there. Oma chemumi baku ye motor vehicle used by the National Ambulance Service. Inti enye ambulance no, be ambulance service for no omu car, no mudi ye
ambulance,
no. National or say a motor vehicle used by the National Ambulance Service. It will be a more pickup, be a modi ye juma, or modi bo moja, no nya ambulance. It be a more V8 be a mumpending for minim be 6 so ambulance service for car. Utumidi.
Nam kwanswa emergency be animal.
Enye ambulance no. Mrana ema hu kwan say omutimi siren ehim. Menim the ubisami ametumi aka say bi ana BBSC no mo de sa car no na akoye ambulance adwuma o se dey and dem nchire na eno no na aban security besides police no can other security agencies soldier for wo ho say yenim say fire service for yes immigration for nti uta hu immigration penning for ibi wo kromo a obehu wo mo na e bo nwen ibi na de keka ho na bullion van sa microphone de omo hu ahyi chen omo aka ni nyina because obi wo ho akura pick up bi 10 pesos and them enso se o bullion van na obo no nwen na okọ be mra ne ma ne ho kwan oti ase ansana sa foforo yi a abeye dede eba nti media de me de ba ko ne se omo si ya twe asan nti ya twe asan ne de me am announcing on authority say mra na e call parliament ya ye di hu nkomo yi omo atwe asan na yeah, parliamentarians din a ebepie ho na mse free anopa no ma follow media na sa parliamentarians din a ebepie mu na ma ade ni koye ehyin kakra ga prosi for na America no and a lot of the buying vehicles Jubilee cars almost national security cars then ebubom dada ana ameboa bebre ebubom dada no the MSI shikasi pa yenuanum parliamentarians here omo de bibia na omo person omo so be kan ho se den yo mi hu ba bia enu free sa de ni say suspicion ne say enu free parliament na bae but ye enim say yenuanum NDC for no adwen bone munyina mu akotena committee level akobobu ade no ho ade ni ya no more issue statements say ye ndie yenim ho hwe na committee na monte ho ade na mo ampeja ama ana de America no nyansa nim
ebia no mpeja ya omumpanya
omo na mo ko peja ba
ebia menim de but ebia
because omuti parliament ya man office kama otim ni V8 papa bi ye de misika na ato na wasa ba be ka chem say busia na ye de man no saka no omuntua ho duty o say onim sa wo koto de na obetua duty okotena ha na waje allowance kakra okotena ha na waje allowance kakra na de bia mi asem aya me bisa de say wo mu a aman na ye ho kire ya ye ko mu ho koje mu awo mu ho niam we a ye ka ho asemi o mu benefit bi de na me asem bisa o ko America na ko UK no mu ne France no what is say yes omu empenifo abamu empenifo nam krom na wen
I say benum the bicycle cry na ko parliament
me da wase
what is our problem
na me till London me wo London no uti wen anya police and
ambulance near mami enu ipe
that's the most common
e dey foot
on the blare many ya gani me no that time in the 2006 2007 me many ya gani hu Tony Blair the car ba ku per Range Rover ba ku na saloon car di na chi ni security ni niama but ya had the MPs ne ombenyanka obi ko parliament crank yemfa ninsi apakan na yenso anonko hwe oni want say yes Donald Trump ye de na akoko o man pani dada o ana meboa America mine na edi ne court Ghana ha yakoji $200 million say de be si dan yes oda sani ebia wanfa kwan papa so ye de ne court na Ghana for parliamentarians ti kwapai yes obi si okoto ambulance na de ba ye no ufre na ambulance enye yie enti no de ye ya ugwaji skasa okoto ambulance sika no so watua ama nipa na agi ni sika according to womo a eko court yi womo kire mu se sika no agent kura agi ni 700,000 euros or dollars agent mpo agi ni de o ambulance yi wo hia ya hwehwe ne Ghana ha ye hu ye de ne court NDC for say ye nko parliament ye nyina ye court na court ho be ye ti oman yi mu ne ye ti say UK US mampani no ti so sisi ano ne ba no nkoba okro no onkofa oman sika o onka asa okoto bibi okoto ambulance abro oman Ghana ambulance na ama o ne ba ne nye boni ti said ye ti ha ye beka se wakoye boni wa bokro no nti koti apa no unim de oyeye okofili form ene ebisa ne se were you su drugs dana washi jot washi weeda ana drug bia drug crowd mo kan minim be ye bisa wo form no so say washi jot da o say me shi jot da abrante no court aye de no koye no washi weeda na o tro say on shi weeda
ana washi bida
eno say later na ebe pie say mze ya say washi bida
do twantro
enti form na o feeling no have you been to prison before? Na unsa fill forms as anyama we yeta bisa. Who control no. Be Ghana ha. MP ye mra kire say wo ba aba bedi MP a. Eni say who hold dual citizenship. Wa apply ye nya approve ye MP ye de MP court ye MP say omunko parliament. And this MP school kwapai ye nko parliament. This e muja no. Oman na ye timu no. Sa hands off our hotel. That's say brands when yanto. Yan fire hotel. But odase ni no dia ni mu no. Or our krom ha ya na Eastern Cubic. Ghana japade billions of dollars a Ghana bauxite no na ya tamama odasani wo Ghana ha when tria hoka when tria kobo 10 pesos ana ma mi uti say 16 cubic na o mo tria da bauxite nika when tria kobo 10 pesos but Ghana ha yani ankasa yen hotels ni yesi egu calculate sika say na uti say yesi brand betua over $61 million meboa ya tabri be 2.something billion dollars of bauxite e di ama 16 cubic wo Ghana ha no ntua 1 Ghana ma o mai ya sign contract 3 days amahama e be free aban mu na wa sign contract no the amount that any no okujeto wo kroma ana na okujeto no ni hobio sa abre no na wa da na otonku ana na nitiate nti na adwene no ja ne ba bi. But when to me and sorry entia say hands off our $2-3 billion bauxite, hands off our bauxite. When to me and cancer, obi di ni $61 million. Me debia me cancer. Ade we who can wasa na entiasie nim. Multiply $61 million by even 10 cedis. Huh? That is 610 million Ghana cedis. Trillion 7 year kano ana meboa sa trillion na Brian say okotam e di aba beto hotel no sa trillion anka Brian odi onfa nkoye bibi foforo hotel no ye nyina ye ndia ye oman ye ni ana ya decide say ye pese hotel no egu a engu enye ti say Ghana Airways enye ti say we Ghana ni asori say na ninje ho ye nja ne sa hotel no me what details ni nyina wa niama e cost wo hotel no de yesi eye profit
ehun komo beba let's concentrate on fence amendment you say me bizarre I specifically asked say amendment of this LI and none at the moment pressing needs are Ghana for from your parliamentarians from government ana
I mean immediate me hu de ntia obia ebe prioritize sa amendment we me bisa ehun nsem a obi antumi ma me moaye bia e chen de me meti ase dada no because who bisa me a the priority for now for an election year kabusumi numu a ye ko election no so me na me prioritize bibia MP a oko use siren ya ade a anka hia pa me ne obi a odwen sa anya Besa nyame na me ye nipa or they call parliament. So attorney general no they call ya.
But you represent the party.
And na me say no me ne obi a na adwene ye ne sa ntumi nya adwene.
Okay.
Because even though enye sesia na de ne call parliament there. Em say call ya check akra. Afi na
committee level.
Ati. Because committee na discuss it. But it wouldn't have been a priority for me in an election year. I mean, I'm here age. Okay. But the entire Okoye is answer media. The share and the BIAMAH no more so say, we na a yard here. But M's near my boss when you share regulation in the more. Near my can one assembly and say, O Mampeni, a car, vice president car. Speaker of Parliament car, Speaker of Parliament moto dinner nimudada, siren no bomudada. Chief Justice Moto Dinanim Dada. The ministers of state, Omuna minim se bebre wo honoma omu yusu, but e bebre su yusu. Me I see defense minister, soldier Moto Dinanim, interior minister, police Moto Dinanim, bebre wo ho moto di omo anim dada. E bi nso wo honoma ono de otise kwame ada de otu nika okoni baby or oni obi ani asem. Da wo hia moto no na wa frɛ na ya beboa no ohia moa na wa call for fire service siren boom dada ambulance siren boom dada police armed forces prisons siren boom dada nti nipa ni ho ahie ba akopɛ parliamentarian onu nkoa na akofa dede we aba na sɛ MP
ana na no ho an
na sɛ enu na dede na aba because the mabubosu ade ni nyina na ekura bi the mabubosu nyina ba akopɛ na ni ho ahie because onu nkoa na okofi a oje ESB or ye twa Ghana adwuma ye ni me I am MPP but I don't defend certain things ye Ghana adwumayani nanka OGS Gracia NDC for na de ya no mu twa S Gracia e no mu approve S Gracia ma parliamentarian intermediate mindi traffic ono a ese se ohwe no approve e ma kwan no yetumi ye ne ye ni yie no ono ye ma no siren wo ni car mu na me kwa anda de mindi traffic mu what are you talking about ono nkwa na ni ho ahi ana oni me nya adwen watwa me S Gracia no bo no ODS Gracia infie nan bia okuja to ablakwa ne parliamentarians nyina be ko pension infie nan bia ko pension ifie nan bia obekọ pension ye betua na S Gracia ama no na ya ama no V8 baako na ya ama ye de mana na de akogu fie na wasan ahya ase foforo ifie nan nti 2024 year ye wo mu yi no omu nyina parliamentarians ni nyina bekọ pension ye betua S Gracia ama wo mo ka ye de ama no so mfa anya adwuma bibia o de kofie de obewini election obesan aba no ye besan ama no foforo ifie nan bia Ghana ni dia okoto dia ni bodwa ti me the anger no me the American say wo mo hu ahia akofa dede we aba parliamentarians no but kurase makaminwe ti said they me announce sesia no me ne wo kasa sesia ye na awia yi a me be wura studio ha yi no ya twe airline assign I mean can sure airline the same thing happened to Mahama me da bia me kan ho asem
on this same
Okada the same traffic regulation omo amend no election year 2012 and go Mahama heading in Sakoshas afi onam no ka che Okada for say me ba Okada oya na adwuma obi anka say kobra no parliamentarian yi okoba dada election year who command sirens on fanye day Sana Mahama akosan Okada ebu aka ni simu a afi na ne naso ayeshi Okada yi abrante ye na adwuma onkan oni watem Okada for ha adwen wo road yi so omu say ye nka ne ye niama ye nyansu na wa ukọbrae o Mahama kro ya Mahama de bibia obebra ye mbra no nko a uti say ye si okọ baabi mfa no mfam okọ baabi no okọ John Drawani Mahama o se ono oba o teacher for obetwa licensure exam abrante yi ko first year mami ana me kwa o peka credit atogari akọ school owura Mahama si matwam maji alawa me ba meye we ni amanso wa na utwam obi anka se twam jeje penso soja ni aban penso kura no na abrante agi alawa me ko training college jeje penso na me gi alawa mami o de wa nko be ma jere de me so ko obi ana also ko training college ni bi wan gi alawa no na nya jeje penso wan na betwam Mahama kro ya jeje free ho President Kufuaba ya nyina yaje waje wa ko President Kufuaba penso waje ata mercy kura penso waje Mahama nkuto ba ya matwam
ya hasa o say this airline ya ka ho asemi akọ parliament because akọ parliament and I'm sure say speaker I refer to committee it committee na ye ho adwuma wie it committee na adwuma wo ma ye wie na wo de saa de we aba bonten ya ye hu saa list tententen na obobosue committee no so no enye se be one party two parties na mu nyina mo form saa committee amwa wi ade ya kasa mo dem report eba beto floor of parliament na mo debate na mo discuss eba ne say na minority no say twa wo ho de krata ba say saa controversial road traffic amendment regulations
what mo redraw no na Ghana for etie omo hu so omo ye nya atwom nkontompo ndabraba adwembone na da kabi ka ho because ye nyina na ye omuti committee na sama bisa earlier ade na akọ committee level na ade na omuti committee na omubobo hu no mo ama mbe kan say ye ni mo nya adwen sa me say me kan na makotwe hands off our hotel yi abem 4 members of Labour are on the board. Me, I was a trustee of the Ghana Education Trust Fund, meaning what the liabilities of a trustee is. One more board in there was neat, no, or munye board to say at that board. They are trustees. It is a more beton hotel now near Munya, Wakotna Waji allowance buff. I say what tasso. Busumi Knaya San Waika Crabrel. And the Edjuma Fosika. The board members, no. Mwaje, the 4 members of Labour, Moaje. Moako tenase. Afe ade no ko ebe pia abonti na ye ka ho asem a mo say dey labor say dey. So labor should withdraw their people from the board immediately. They are inconsequential. Omunya hwe. Ana oni menya adwe. Yeah. Because omo adwuma omo ye wo ho ni say omo ko board no so na say bibi wo ho no na akire omo adwene a they will bring it to labor. Fanisa aban crofo no krampo will always want to promote the interest of government. Enumpo state is not a government agency. Government is only holding it in trust. Ubo hu ban ama obi. Obi japa de say enye maame na ne de ne despite. Neat FM. Ora despite na ne dia na wo di hu chi am. Na wo di hu kakra. So bibi etochima wa ha. Unko kan che father. Ana me boa. Upejam na ekoso. That's how it is. But unfortunately no say asem aba na obi aja sa nkrofo na omukotena ho num tea akese wi biscuit akese or wi biscuit ni wie no otwa ni tea wie a okwa ne asama no bafu envelope no emu dudududu na o de ko na wakotena ho wakototo apapa so afi wo be ka say nipa na onum mom ekopa sika baby onya $61 million ma me can say coins. So all I'm saying is obi anya na adwuma ye me de enti a ye lay regulation we no minim but nipa ba ku pena ni hu ahyi wo the whole process ono ani parliamentarian enti so omo say ya atwe asan wo mo aka ni nyina omo use siren dada omo wia omo hu ahyem omo free mu na ya nyina yandwen yan obi an kopa u parliament na won to be nko atena fie parliament npo omo nko
yes ya no na nipa do send ho
pacho ma ante enu me
I was having need 0.9 and
minim dia cause
so egwa utie no
so uni ma o dia ka chese
asemo asempa
asem for dia asem ye nya ko ya ade na mo atwa mo ha be ka say
asempa I was having need 0.9 and I was so egwa utie no me manti enie na ene enkomotwetwe no e wo se nipa miensa Adele Omar of the NDC e wo se ko babeka ye ho wa ma sanso ena omaye amenka ne sa omaye sanso ena nana into emrichi ono so e wo se obeka ye ho no so emaye eti si ade NPP Ernest nana Kwame ose adade ono ena wa ha yeguso a yebobo ensem ahodo eso na yemhwe na me pe bibi kakra ewo Neat FM Facebook live no na nka ye de hon komo ka yasemu oni abre eti Israba Kwesi is watching us live and akomensa dome pillar 2 and I say Prince okay Prince phones are free. Oh. That be see me who say comment side about beto ha. So mun nyina I think mun nyina our platform back so. Na say no yare na no mfa no. Oh. Here. Ofake New Plan said the people who were calling for an apology and here lamenting again. God bless Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe for doing that apology. Greetings to lawyer Mike Aaron Okwe Jr., incoming MP for Dom Kwabenya, and Yaya Kasimata, incoming member of parliament for Amasama. Aradi, you have talked well. I hope you are not doing that because you are not benefiting from what the MPs are enjoying. Abu away Godwin Dankwa and the way by and Abu Abbas it is possible inshallah. Okay, Bema some more. Prince phones. Yay, Radin Fanny Crancy, and I wait more ya. Serial callers for Radin Chichimore, what it? Radin Chichimore pa and I wait the more no. But they are surprising me. Mansusu kra, Mansusu say, Nancy mo na no home fa no kra. Prince phones. Prince phones. Oh. 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 Hmm. Kafra. 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 Is it? I feel no matter now. I feel no matter. Mama, who worry all the one me. I feel no me the one. I feel no matter. I feel no matter. Ah. Ah. Ofra be bon address ten me say we you better invoice amount. Oh. 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 Prince phones. Yeah, busuan shedding o. Busuan shedding. Busuan shedding. Busuan shedding. Busuan shedding. Wait, in fact. Anyway, Good afternoon, Mami Soldier. In fact, I find it difficult to understand the leadership of organized labor and their hypocrisy. Where were they when Snit rent house in Tamale were sold? Hypocrites. Emmanuel Kwaku Yamoa and no Ediway Ababetu Eja. Afei comments apilatu dom kwa benya Prince Phones. Okay. That's it. Afei Biamzi, in fact, NDC and NPP have done a great disservice to Ghanaians. All the factories, hotels, banks, telecommunications, marketing agencies have either been collapsed or diverted into private hands. Senate and its subsidiaries were established before NDC and NPP, and now Senate is also in crisis. Questions: why is SOEs not successful, but when it is sold out, it becomes successful? If they cannot manage the asset they came to make, what's the probability that they can establish new businesses for Ghanaians? We need transformational leaders like Cheddar to create more job opportunities. NKB for President 2024. Michael Edwefri Ashalaja and Ode Ebaye. Richard Edwefri Amasama and say the president Nana Addo must discard the evil thought that he will not hand over to Mahama today. He will not hand over to Mahama tomorrow. He has made this statement several times. Nana Addo cannot do otherwise than to respect the will of Ghanaians. Ghanaians are already prepared to vote out the corrupt state captures. Nana Addo and his corrupt appointees must account to the suffering Ghanaians. We don't want Kenya, Liberia, and Ivory Coast in Ghana. The nation looters must hand over to the nation builders led by John Dramani Mahama. Incoming hard-working Amasama MP said them, Afenyo, good afternoon. Richard Amasama and Onososo Diwe Ebaye. Oh, BMZ 1. Prince Phones of Teshi La Scala is no more. What a world. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the best choice to move Ghana forward in the right direction. So let's vote for him come December 2024. Greetings to engineer of Krowo, Oko Boy of Lejokuku, and Dennis Anfo Sefa of Tema West. Okay, and also so Ehwasemna Ode Ababeto Ehono. Enoch Kasamanka say, I'm wondering what Dr. Bawumia will be telling Ghanaians in his campaign tour, because Dr. Bawumia is the head of the economic management team. I couldn't save the economy, and we are all in this economic mess. Dr. Bawumia has no solutions on our economy. Let's reject him. My greetings to Asamanka say, Messiah Owen, Kwame Frempoike, Darling Boy, incoming MP for Lower West Achim constituency. Enoch Asamanka say, Ena Odiwe, Abba Francis Arthur, and also under Nana Bawumia's government, everything is basa, Gary Fuel, TNT, Kinky, tomatoes, cement, and 419 leadership. MAAME say no to NPP and say yes to NDC. Greetings to incoming MP. Said them Afenyo Amasamai. Please help me say a very big thank you to our president and his vice, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, for doing Tatale Sanguli and Sabzugu roads for us for the first time since a country Ghana was funded by Manauba Stephen Pantan Village and also the free buy. Wafa K New Plan Station. Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. You have done well. NDC is not a serious party. Greetings to lawyer Michael Orenkwe, junior incoming member of parliament for Dom Kwabenya, and Yaya Kasimata, incoming MP, or no so Eddie Enono. Mesha Kasanti as a Masama, the hardships and sufferings under this government led by Nana Akufo-Addo is unprecedented, which the majority of Ghanaians have decided to send them back to opposition and bring President Mahama back to power so that his game changer policy 24-hour economy can be implemented to save Ghanaians from this difficult time. Greetings to Sedem Afenyo. Okay, and also Biamsi, good afternoon. Hypocrisy is killing NPP administration. How can NPP always tag John Mahama with Dumso, but when Kumasi and beyond is suffering from same Dumso, Nanado took the same Ameri that John Mahama brought to solve it. Dumso belongs to John Mahama, but Ameri plan belongs to Ghana. Ghanaians, NPP are double-tongued, full of deception, and so you have the opportunity to vote massively against NPP for Better Ghana agenda by JDM. Honorable Ashimo, I salute you. Alai Baba, Edway Efri Madina, Ena Odebai. Good afternoon, BIAMAH. I'll say a vote for NDC or NPP will continue to destroy our rivers and forests. These two parties come for the good of their families, leaving you and I to eat the leftovers under their tables. Ghanaians, let's wise up and vote for the more intelligent Alan Chematin for a better Ghana. Susubribi Amuakon and also Ediway Ebaye. Yeah. Where you are doing check a crowd man for a day abba. Yes.
And I'm me, Rena, say boss crowd mammy, a little information on this siren.
Okay.
Siren no crana is here speaker no propose.
Speaker no propose.
Speaker no propose.
Oh, okay.
Dominica any.
Okay.
A pushy agenda.
It is
so
speaker.
That is the hypocrisy I was.
It is speaker a propose, you know. And what the committee on subsidiary and legislation say you should go and have a look at it. Exactly. Oh, okay.
The ban is saying na yenya into who twist na a ban is saying na quickly one more propose here the na cultural crata who kind says
here. Asemo meba. Adele. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Bibi aboko there.
Anyamina do mo afsha iguso.
Yeah, the radio say. Now, more speaker, your proposition say more you provide the members of parliament with sirens. Ama omwa edi aba amendment on road traffic regulations emu. Ama omo say afi na omo de beba parliament abe debating on it, abe discussing on how best. But we need the committee not nase aye ho adwuma wi. Na more minority for one for a cultural letter, Basana, I generate a whole lot into no or more redraw. I don't know more, yes, sir.
Yo, and I need to come. I mean, chair, one more, I feel funny telephone now. Answer na medical come out some Sukano. And I'm saying, Bisa subsidiary committee, yeah, you can want some. Committees are all parliament, and I say NDC and MPP etim. So if ye kase sebe NDC for na propose ya nti NDC for propose ya no mkotena committee no so omutena committee no so wie no afi de be wie echi no NDC na asa be chiro card say ade na omutena so omu na ye hu adwuma no omu mpebiom. It doesn't make any sense for me. Near can say at the end of the day, whether they like it or not, this is an election year. And never be in a walk on my name, I was a share need me sorting out. Sanya man kitting a man for bread, a man for diabo, Siren wants some year at this point in time.
Now, under the speaker suggest here no committee level, one can say this is not what we have to discuss.
First of all, I am not of the view, says speaker any proposal here, unless I get something evidential. I actually says speaker any proposal here. There has to be something to it. Young can track it.
Senior speaker Krana a proposal here. Committee, it consists of both minority and the majority.
That is why
minority and raising issues. So
Intina earlier one make sure say it will not even make sense. Say speaker a proposal here.
Okay.
Speaker proposal here no they call committee level. Yeah. Committee level no NDC and MPP nati ho. Now if you see about pass NDC na say chroka attack say
it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. So I'm saying say you need better particulars in order to be able to come to a conclusion. Okay. What we know is that the Minister of Transport is the one that is pushing this agenda.
Oh, okay.
So the Minister of Transport to make the changes on the road transport.
Okay, that is why they called on him.
Exactly.
Him.
Exactly. So
any the recommendation new one. Yeah, kind of me.
So what I'm saying, near can say, near can say, bottom line, asema yen can as minority is that near ye can and ye no siren.
Okay.
Ye di kan no. Near tosu mienu. Abino knowing very well that ye kwakotwaba. The implications of what is happening and is not a joke. And yeah, they also a fan and say agrobia keke. No, because you're kwakotwaba. Abaya kwakotui and say ministers ni members of parliament. Sebe. Esi sabala box who amuke muna when na police be intimate stop it. What me the cost speed. Anyhow, police be intimate speed. You can imagine what will happen in the elections. Nia can say this is not the time for it. Nidi kano. We are saying say elections you don't need to create anything be a sebe any confusion be about my name.
Now officers in the confusion baba.
Never confusion ba. Ye kwa go to aba. Na ministers na MPs na ye run baby with siren. Me kwa police 8 minutes stop a car no and checking the even when you have suspicions, how do you stop the vehicle? Because pen your omodi aba no one more patch says speed limit na ye ka ho asem no speed limit na ye fa nyejuma. It say road 80 km no ko 120 I won't stop no. Na make not say siren into obetimi adrive akọ. And it is election. This will be an opportunity for them to be able to move things to places. Me kwa sebe and having any ballot in some kind echo even guns etuo. You can put them inside the vehicle and transport them across the nation.
Okay.
Mama cannot say it's any idea I was say a fan track. No. Mama cannot say well yeah we say minister car na MP car na what is area to me kuni padi to mo yen searchim and one say yekoto abanso. No, that's what we are saying. We say at this point in time we don't support this.
Okay.
Enye ne kwanso no. Ye kwa koto aba omoma kro no nye peaceful ye na ye nkoto aba. In any case, maybe na me seven na me bra penye ka say ye na ye team ya ye na ye bra ye papa potholes ni traffic mu no. Womo a wo say womo boy ma sebi o manage na ho no. Womo so na na say ama womo sare nti womo de omutumi twem na di traffic mu sa up and down. Meanwhile a man for come the man for. O man net it up and some. You are worried about sirens. It is totally unacceptable and we indicated it. We've told our members not to vote for it, regardless. It's not something that we condone in any way. It doesn't really make any sense. Election, election, Yakachra almost said, this very year's election, we are not going to allow anybody to play with the emotions of the Ghanaian. We are saying that this is not the time for it.
What confuses me is that committee no so no. Is left say already reporting about parliament. Not parliament debating on it. And on the your friends saying discussing all these things and putting everything together no. Minority name who say who here. But they went ahead to do it.
Yeah, can say. At the end the issues that have been discussed in that document are fini yede kwako ebabeto parliament in floor in him. Minority as a caucus today have given you a release indicating to you, sir, we do not support it. As to whether leadership was aware of Niena Ekoso or Honum or they went away. Remember if you say when something is also brought to the committee level, it is for you to discuss to even agree as to whether to accept it or not to accept it before we even bring it to what to the floor. And you know, at the committee level, at the point in time, you are able to disagree. Sometimes it's me and then say, no, this is what they can decide at that level that okay, no problem. Even though maybe we have the majority of for whatever reasons, so we are going to pass it anyway. And then we've come out with a statement. I'm saying that per the statement we have issued, you say this is not the time for this. A man for break. In here, man for people cannot find jobs. People are struggling. Ye kwa kotwaba. Nya fe na mode sari nyibe ne nanam krom na yedi to air transport is transfer up and down. Yedi ballot boxes echo up and down. We're not for it. It's simple. Granted, yes.
Road Traffic Amendment Regulations 2024. LI I don't know if this one is 2024. Arrangements of regulations. And from regulation 3 could see 190 something. It was amended, which means committee na aye ho adwuma nyina awie it's left for the chairman of the committee and the ranking to write their report to Parliament. And you discuss it at committee level. They've done that.
So the amendments here will show. Any amendment back home. Siren Diana.
Yeah.
And we are telling you that from what we've told you that we don't want it.
Okay.
Mama cannot say every other thing that was discussed at the level no yeah to actually we are telling you say that particular one now transport minister the buy and yempe we are not exactly we are not ready for it.
Okay.
Mama cannot say but we agree that at the committee level no problem. Okay. No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
I'll give you the chance. I'll give you the chance.
No problem.
I'll give you the chance to rebuttal or something.
Regardless, I'm saying that at the committee level, Wababe presented document to Parliament, Speaker would automatically transfer it to the committee level. Committee level no answer na den committee level na e be bo ho komo no won't mean jina Parliament eni min ka che me yi we free.
Okay,
you take it to the committee level, you will discuss it. It is not one thing that was put in there. And your document back 104 and the will say wait until mun decided then when it's one document, so you will discuss it, you will go through it, and we're saying that at this level but wait, we don't want it.
Okay,
pull it back, take that one off, bring it back. How is that the problem?
Okay,
it's basic. When you're long story there.
So say Cyrene you provided your members of Parliament aside that and so on. Check what speed limit. Which I think, sir,
sweetie, it doesn't even make any sense. What we're saying, in fact, that particular side, because what we're saying is that Nipano Ochem, you have 275 members of Parliament. Imagine, say, Adieche, Anopa. Now, say, members of Parliament, 100 and put a wakraha. No, be asked around upon when,
276.
Oh, no, we're saying no. Especially because there's an election coming. Especially because we know the sitting government can decide to use the sirens to do things. We are saying that we don't want any of these issues. Yeah, the two, say NDC members of Parliament, or say MPP members of Parliament, so be the two obeshem. Now, or the Akwakudi Bonibia Sabi, you know what is going to happen. Say the ballot box is begum, say the Bayan Yamabia Sabi Ensem Fata. You will not be able to tell. Bottom line, police into me stopping.
Okay.
I'm time because police are stopping my search car. Yet means search car. The car the audio could be an audio. We are saying that this is not the time for it. End of story. They can withdraw it, go and bring the rest, and then we deal with it.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Thank
you so much. I now can be before me push your Adele. So now can be say I want to say airline crown or more withdraw. How true?
I got that information.
Okay.
Information, but the American say. About the disingenuity and the dishonesty. Yana NDC for a bugana for any mutia. And one sem America. Say, we both agree. Say, also all by no me. Say, I don't believe, say, one more mama bill no why she cranny parliamentarians. I've said it a number of times. In there, no dear we agree. No cry ye near my who any ye mine. And they hammy no say NDC for. Mwankasa obidi emraba na speaker any owura Dr. Aini na odi afani so ama bibi foforo aba wuram na de na asem aba ho a wo ba be ka kire Ghana for say yen de yenim ho hwe ade so mu na mu ko wi ahye mu eno ne me how no that is why we both deviate
asema okay
ye mienu ya gidi say ehunya enye ne breni ehuponya
asema okay
that's where the worry is.
No, I'm coming. First of all, where is the evidence to what you are saying?
I am telling you on authority.
It's not about
you are parliamentarian.
No.
So you have parliamentarian. Start with them.
Listen.
And let them deny. Who's that we are on radio? We are not having a conversation.
No. Listen.
So what I'm saying is, call any of your parliamentarians that this is what the MPP are saying. So confirm or reject.
Me.
You can't just say that.
Meba. Obetina be dream now wakasa. Yankasa trao. NDC 477 yedi released by one kind. So kind. open an article, show me something. Show me bibi asebi asema okay. Now guys only member of parliament kasa wonu meba mame nkasa meba. I'm saying that so go and bring the parliament.
What the amensumetias say all of you your microphones are off. The amensumetias say won say a speaker and the proposition no e buy almost so chere say won feel say transport ministry minority
which parliamentary call any of your
why
me boa na ya twas
meba why na won
say ya withdraw no me then na me who say ya withdraw me ni woti ha 12
why no ne
from 12 till
so who are you chatting with
mommy from 12 till now me then ya information and MP
Ben your friend
no you I said the information say bill no cry I withdraw
Massa,
how did I get
forget
and you be na demand
okay so why
so nipa no demand me na catch me say
MPP
ade no cry no original one ne eba no na we ni man kan ankyerɛ evidence no or he wasn't here but he said he was listening the disingenuity na make ho asem no na make me ma okrata mienu me de kyerɛ o me boa krata mienu no enu nie de ye de call parliament originally no e wo ho na de bibia ba be ka ho no the committee ni di ba no enu so wo ho no it's not a Facebook post. I said I am picking this from look at where I'm getting it from my gallery. It is the things I have saved. Okay. Me, I know how I save things I want to reference. Right now, this is my WhatsApp. Okay, me,
right now, no, the whole thing they say. The whole thing they say. Meba. The whole thing they say. Finally, you say, you withdraw. Fine. Ya withdraw yan fanko to baby name no ade ni nyina ne say the NDC thinks say it is the transport ministry which is pushing that agenda and the NPP also thinks say it is the speaker of parliament who brought that proposition. What you say?
Me, I am chatting with my parliament. I say you to call your parliament. I want to be friend. No, mami, the ya can say me say ma can mean the ha me no kura yendi ma ye hu ni ye mai o mai we won na no me kan station back say asem back a ye shoot to Trump wie ye no Trump is supposed to be an opposition candidate, right? But shoot to the wie ye no Joe Biden said something or can say or mine hiti mo mai cool down.
We are not at the war
an opposition and this is for Kambaka so twa nyame na atua oka enu ho asem e na make am say ye the bill akọ parliament ye the bibi ebre parliament and na ye say obi the bibi ashim until now we all thought it was normal say anu onu na confirm ama me say onu ni MPs kura say omu nim ho hwe na kire say speaker any chairman and omu awi adinaship. From what he is telling me now, this evidence I have. Me see evidence I me want to say. I didn't be free baby na be shame. And I'm a
right now, almost say the baby shame no more. That
why then? Who better radio so I can? Who better radio so I can?
And I'm saying 74 no. The transport minister. I'm addressing to the transport minister.
I am not addressing the totality of the thing. I am addressing nokra yeni.
No question de him.
Adie no efri mu ho na baaye.
Okay.
Aba ba shem.
What is the evidence?
Ebe say mu wie ya Ghana 40 say you see MP say be yan we. Na Ghana mu hu say Ghana form pepe. Na wa sorry aba say yen kura ye see yempe. E na medim Owura Mahama. E ma o mfato ho. Owura Mahama John Dramani Mahama nkasa. E na ne pen so 2012. E na the same LI we ya bi na yedi twa Okada mu kurom ha. Na obi anka Okada kura na obi ante o mu asem. Anameboa. And no one can in Sakosha Sakratan as 2012. Sa regulation no many one kind of them. And no, Omwa Kanya Vieno, Owura Mahama Kuruyan and Nam say, Mia me ba me sign. Now, one who sign Kratan. Dear Tosum Yenu, on Nam says, Sia Niama or no one Casan or Chur Musi me ba, Messiah Bium, Messiah introduce way, me mamu way, and I make her say, now, why I can't say Chum? Why I can't say a trainee allowance? Who say obey free SHS so say una o ye progressive o so obey den you Why na can't say yeah progressive men triaka? Who see who see school down 200? Why na can't say men go pesca see 200? That's all I'm saying. But say ube can't be ube be fofro. Na nkrofo no Ghana for ye hu dede na wa sorry na wa be can't fofro. And no ne hami no because I don't also believe parliamentarians should use the siren. I've said it a million times.
That's it.
First of all, from the NDC, you release a statement indicating say near Kosono with the transport minister no, we don't want it to change how much answer. The second thing is that sebe maybe opinion te hanum ka wo kan e na we document ni pie eto hanum ma yi na ye hu document ko na wo kan free na nka konkomo yi nka nya bibia ade mi se wo twa atoro wo so se de bia nya ntro na mi se fa kire me eno so ayasem don't maintain us in kasakeke yen kasakeke me pacho when you are talking yes when ojedi wo kasa me te ha me yedin ma yedin na me tie o nti yedin na tie me na me kan say NDC release statement say ye mpa ade no wo say ye na edi shebu MPP who release statement I don't know who first statement into abonte wo betina was woni MP na bi MPB kasa MP na friends was woni ni din pa krata na wo say krata na evidence na wo say odi a kire pacho yedin wo de yedin ma me kama sam krata na pacho yedin krata na oh jai krata na meba krata na wo say wo kan na ye say fa krata na bra ni na nhwe no krata no kwa phone so na da obi antimi nhwe krata no wo kwa phone so na da o de a kire be mama Facebook I on Facebook post I say Facebook documentations there yeah if screenshots that they phone so say where krata fa krata bra statement in that one signed by who fa krata no bra mu one na sign krata no and also I asem and our phone so won't me yima who's chinchina cho say enja wana kasa. So you all the people of Ghana that they be who chat through I was say we catch you can cry no say we nim say krata no crowd na o phone so na me te ha host ti ha ye na ye ti ha ye say fabra won be say o ma Ghana phone na hu say me atrofo ye krata na bra
fama we dey yon na bet fabra me amere
fama no
fabra na me hwe
fama no
The first one is
fama no
direct screenshots from the document.
Into document so where's the document?
Regulation 166 of LI.
Where's the document? Where's the document?
I have
he
it.
He says screenshots.
Yeah, I have the document.
You have the original document.
Yeah.
Without the now or can some no.
There is the regulation 74 no. Old one no. Old one no and amended one. Okay. It's the old one no included what a government vehicle used for official purposes by head of state, police service, motor vehicle used by Ghana National Ambulance Service, a fire service, ambulance by hospital or clinic, recognized government security agencies, and then a bullion vehicle registered by the licensing authority. And the amended one, head of state, vice president, speaker of parliament, chief justice, ministers of state, justices of the Supreme Court. First, the justices of the Supreme Court, no among members of parliament, then Ghana National Fire Service, National Ambulance Service, Police Service, Armed Forces. Prison service.
What are we even talking
because
about?
What I have now.
What are we even talking about? Yes, they make what I say. They make what I say. So maybe. So you're holding this document and then Debbie meet man. You're holding this document. Screenshots. All right, now no more can you help you now? Okay. What we are saying is that as I can say, forget it.
Your last leg on
listen, my last take on it. As I can say, proving what the document bang. As I can say, look, it's basic. Then our kind. Then our kind. What we are saying is basic. As I can say, even if what you're saying, which is a lie, empo. We are telling you, sir. That particular one for members of parliament, Minister now would refer home. What is your problem?
Madam was 800.9 and our son Egua Otieno. Now let's move on to the sale of Senate hotels. Organized labor suspend strike action gives Senate 1 month ultimatum to address all outstanding issues related to management of pensions, and then they need a complete overhaul of the Senate board. Minim sana NPR so can hold here. I'm not quite sure. But Senate board in the end as a dem yopo arade.
I mean,
This is what
say
new updates on this.
And some you know, yeah, can't want some more. If media me huno from no credit afam. I'm say Senate assembly by and Bosumi atwam. And na Bosumi na atwam no. Ya bobo hu aka ho asem wa. Senate Eddie almost statement by Makai statement no ewo dem ha and on several platforms. Mene Mahama the Papa we be representing no Ubekaya me Senate for document or Mwankasa ne di baye ye kire say hotels ni bi enye sika kura mfie du nan a etwa mu no hotels ni bi wo ho no mo aboka saa be ye mfie du baako mfie mienu miensa na wanya sika
hotels bi won so since on buy omuntu ya dividend
a dividend who ansem say dividend near Senate na hold the shares no
okay
the hotel ni ye adwuma na onya
sika
ese sanka otua bi ma de pa shares ni ye ne dia no otua bi ma no hotels ni nyina apart from baako ni nyina mfie be ye edu ni echire no omuntu akobo ema Senate da na che say misika wo adwuma ye ni a wotie mi usika ye de koto hotel sanka ye de ko ye adwuma na mfaso abaso na meme kwa ahomegye mu a anka ye mami bi no saa sika no akoda ho a enya adwuma bia enkyeremu baako a Senate de ba ya medie a me yes Senate contributor nanka Thomas mu pa ni se saa sika no yemfa ni se brand sika media no yemfa to ho keke we nye ntokwa $61 million yeah anka ye de koto adan we no saa $61 million we nanka ye Senate for sika eda omuboto nti yemfa nso omo aton ama brand na omo age $61 million na omo aton ama Rock City sorry na omo de omo anya saa sika we omo to me di koto Senate wo shares wo MTN mu ema wo mu faso pa Senate wo shares wo bank bebre mu ema wo mu faso pa nti anka saa sika $61 million we na odi koto ebi a shares wo bank bi mu na afibia na onyamu 5% ana onyamu 10% kura $61 million 10% you're saying enya about $6.1 million saa sika no hotels yi nyina nkamfu ano de ye se enya mfaso ompo no onya saa $5.1 million we busum afibia onya de almost Senate mfaso no otua bibi ma Senate no saa $5 million and $6.1 million street calculation ya me ye saa hotel ni nya bi ma Senate enti say ye wo na adwuma ni ye wo dia yes me catch us Senate ye trust enti ye dia hye de ade na hye wo mu nsa say omumfa nya adwuma ma wo mu ade ne ye wo mu dia no na wo di sika na akọ hotel bi mu na hotel no afi bia no abeka che say wo afi we de ye nya hwe ma me breaking it down mrafie wato taxi ama me say me mfi na taxi me kwa adwuma na me ba enwumre fa sales bra o si o ene de na enye o na tire tu nti net sales ne pa de o fa sales bra o si o me ko no na me konya overheating wo kwan so nti ene kura ma enya adwuma na efechire saa na wo taxi ni ye wo de anti saa driver no ono a na obetwi taxi no obi kura me kura nka me ka say me ton taxi no kura na saa sika no ebi a me mfa nkoto treasury bill mpo na treasury bill de eda ho a na ewo kakra ma me ebi a na eso mfa so na anye kase ti say we di enu mpo na nso na nka mefa ne saa enti say we manager of Senate na me kan earlier me kan program we so say Senate na ye trust enti board members no they are not just board members you are trustees Ghana hamra wo ho a kire the liabilities of trustees nti ono o ye trustee no a wote ho no so hwe na sika no ehia ewo asotwe a mra wo ma yi mu a ye de twe no nti say ebi a Senate for tenase no mo si o ye wo sika wo bank we mu ye wo sika wo MT ye wo sika wo ha ye wo ba bi a ye di sika beto na se sika no wa ha na enwo ma ye nti ye nya sika emfa ma wo mu a mo sika ye hwe so ama wo mu a ye nyimfiri ho nkoto ba bi na make am de ha me no at all my challenges with the NDC, and yet the decision, the policy, matter finish. But so be trying one ba catch and say, who the who ya ninye? Yeah, betons need $61 million. At me can say, NDC ni okujeto, any minua or team in Chinese John Dramani Mama. Say on tiasie. I'm not doing equalization yet. I'll come there. But $61 million on tiasie. But what time $2+ billion of Ghana for yen Japa dear Edema Exton cubic. That is the problem I have. Yeah, what company wa have me a friend Aztec. Okay, want someone no more year refresh. No more year insu. And then your man ya Ghana mine there. And then this if one toy and the Aztec.
In the way it for that, and as it's been there, it's been there for
equalization yet.
Okay.
Because what is good for the goose is good for the gander. And he said, hotel and Koyi, national say or Mubeton, now woot in chance I won't me and say, I doubt, I am still asking, me name for a fact, but me suspect say, one more year they do with Cranube come Cranon, yes, needs contributor into a gua and Panahu. Say, na sika we ya nka ebe ya enya mai na se sebio hotel no follow and fane ho be ma member equalization na snit for first time I muton mu japade we ya kan na me say anka me nko ho but first time I hear tons ni japade ni ana ma me ka kire me so what's the issue ya ton be ye num no sensia dada hotel ya ton Cape Coast dia ma hoy for no na no ye wo show bi so na omuka owura hoy na nkasa send message e dia bre NDC ni Sami Jamfia me ne wo show no so say hotel no kra oto ye no kra no say ya dilute ni shares no na ka 1% nti wa confirm say what there he just confirmed my point what nti okuja to no ni Ghana ha until say na hoy for na to hotel snit hotel I work Cape Coast. Who do ya thought Tamalediano? No, kujato na we wuana. That is my point. The disingenuity. No cry yanka. No cry yanka. Na one more to talk the akane. And na make say, no be idea be so chere me na me yem shame. Ghana ha na buy companies na bro 400. It is under NDC for including Obuasi Goldfields and your friend Anglo Gold Ashanti. Anglo Gold Ashanti, and your Ghana mine your gold, Japanese Sikako, are your uniform. And I am this if one at on ye. And I won't out on ye, mammy. Anglo Gold Ashanti won't out on ye. The point I am making is me, I am pro business. And he said, Met now I'm a business no gua. I will make the right decisions. Say me a minister, me now my business be what happened in Ghana Telecom. Who him say NDC for ton Ghana Telecom and Malaysia for mami I know the many why and right ya. President Kufuor pensu ya. Omo anto ama Malaysia for 30 million or so. Anamebwa. President Kufuor buy out say no 30 million no so. One year for Malaysia for no anto ama Vodafone for 990 million. Share the difference. That time they okuja to know so ebiana that time no GSS and I don't know but ebiana science I know their mean fault no. But me say no Ghana ha. No your student leader ha. Didn't Okujato know that they were state properties that Rollins was selling the state property for 30 million when President Kufuor took it back and sold it for 990 million. What are you talking about? No cry yendi no na me ha me no. But students need to Japadi say you beton say yen ton kwa that your thing chen fa ne ho be. Ye ton aye be ma mi bi. E fa me ho be. Na labor for e na omo asem san ha me kese. Labor.
Omo asem ha no ne de.
Na labor ya form board no omo adwuma the trust and me catch say the trust is the people that are trustees. Uko ho no mo a ukotena ho ama obi. Nti say ye labor for Obia were 1, 2, aban kra appointee I think 2 people or so on the board. Na chairman abeka ho. Ana meboa. Labor nkwa wo nipa 4 adentra. Why? Because labor your people are putting their money there. Into labor ye ma mu nipa 9 plus pensioners or representatives we ka ho nipa num. plus others. Nti ubeka bom no na labor nkoa no nipa na omuwo trust no so trustees no na labor nkoa efa the lion share na mukotena board ho. Me I'm telling you mami on authority say omumu bia etie ya on fresh oyi say asem am board ho asana yeah advertising. They advertising at from 2018. Eba ni sign afe na about until somebody within send the adiano ema okujeto no. Now everything was going on well. And me, I know for a fact, say, Opo Mupa Mundinai, but it was because Omute say Rock City and Ekwakoto. Mupa, mommy, I said we may be saw several times. Mupa, my Chinese in and a better hotels, Yankee, a better bonus see.
Yenafo no si mame.
Yatigana ha under the NDC. And a Chinese for a jigalam say boss, and I'm not done Kufa Dubai or see me bomb in semester. It's not going too well. I attest to that. But what I'm saying is, a Chinese for the moon fat. Ghana need their on the budget. Into Ghana need I have a problem with all this. Me personal problem. No. It is a NDC ni ubetna ho na ubeka no crack no crack. Me, I have always attacked Okujeto on this. You were here when $3 billion of bauxite was given to one person. Adewe, a yam into my boss would impress us. $3 billion worth of Ghana's assets given to only one man. And nobody, Okujeto never complained. I mean, I say, yeah, but Ghana for yen shine yeni. Na entra nkrofoidi nam krumuno. Reho.
Yes. Adeo.
Yo. It's starting common year free baby. Also time ana service Chinese for you Ghana na no na omo ye galam say no na service and the woman Aisha one any service Chinese for ye chi omo you release your omo amokoye no enya Ghana for na mo de to mfiase na enya Ghana for mo nja Chinese for na ma omo anko semni bi wo no ma woka ya na ye so woka na tra keke but sebe wo ma mo tie wo no se wo na wonim ne woka ne wo tie wo no nim ne ekoso ne to so mienu oba se de wo ye wejuma yi adade abatina ha ozo ejuma no ka me sister wonim ejuma ne ye kwa wo fa so ye ejuma ye nye ne kwa so no okasa na sebe wa ye yi na wetu na tade na wa ye camera so sine so enye ne kwanso no timpa sho Peace FM mo fa ma me na me ejuma no Peace FM say adade ba be fa konwa no betina so afi de adade wa ba be fa konwa na wote so a ma na we yi ho na wo swanche wo studio ni ye ko kan ya wo so na say oba no ka ho no otu na tade sebe go ye de kasam ade a wo say enye no na enye inti se na no sebi NDC eye nyeme bi na wo se sa nyema no ensem fatanti en wo se ye sa to aso sa de a jitu mu se wo ba na wo ye na ye ka se jai ya men ka se NDC for ye wo mu ye nti de etu wo maban ye de ma ho inti nyansa wo de ba no eno ne de wan wo de fofa wo de ba no nyansa ne nimdi a wo se wo de ba be se sa nyema no eno ne ne wan ene san ka wo se jai NDC ma na to aso nyame ka no se ase ne edi kan ne to so mienu no nya to so miensa labor ye ka ho asemi sebe MPP mo nkwa na mo onya asase Ghana fo ni na me na mo misika ena me dia ma o se Gina som ne krem mame sika no mame na hwe sika no so mame sika no wo ye no back and forth wo se sika no me se sika no wo se no jai me penesa entokwa bi wo labor unions no omo NDC for Mo ye de no me NDC for. Okay, yemfa no nto nchen. Again, asema ye ka che won say nipa na wo to ade no. Brian Champion na wo to ade no. 4 hotels na 61 million no. Ye say so. Na no wo na wo tina hanum o. Wo ti hanum sisi a. Wo say wo na Vodafone na time NDC wo aban mu na den na ye so a. Na den nti ye nhwe na yenyen na mobile number sisa na ye ka kire wo say sika na wo to ade no. Ne di kan esua ne di kan no ne to so mienu labadi last 2 years enya amfaso last year etia amfaso almost close to about 225 million Ghana cedis ma ban. So do not sell the asset menton media me say menton eno so ento kwa Kopim time a Freddie Blair and Casansa Subie and Anoka say, Onoka a propose 200 million. Okay, Freddie Blair, I propose 200 million. Wo just 61 million. 200, Ebro 61. You say, Adena Woji 61. In any case, Ubia Adenima, we would have probably got people who would have probably paid more. But aside no, we are saying, say, Kwanya Mopese Moji property, no, it is unacceptable. Why? Because Minister Lanka Sansono, Ajia to says, Kana Obabetiano, Sebi. On to me, Tiasikani Napra Cope. Bank guarantee, I was a Odeba and Sana Sebi, ya proceeding the bank guarantee no way to me and Famba. Ne tax clearance ne yi I was Odeba no. Tax clearance no declare say tax clearance no 2021 there no or year 2022. And at 2022 there no or year no 2024 year. So at what point in time no tax clearance as Sebi or do as abid nim? These are the questions we're asking you. To an extent that I did not go to do president in same president to Sobeka Jones or Munjano, President Parliamentary Chose, Moon Prince or Momonye. Young Peninsula Minister, one in the cabinet and talk. And then I know what's a Yadepa. Mintias you. What's now how was it a Yadepa? And yet, and Senfata. Okay, young fan say NDC for 77, now no need any answer. Young fan say any answer. And a wabachere and answer. Who says, eh, NDC for Moon answer, and yes, honey, Mamunyanesa. Ghana for say NDC mo konkoti ne fi na mo kosu yansa ya beti ne fi ya soa e de amawo gina ye nya wo say ya eni yansa nim no 70 sisi ya no one pound ni yansa because wo say wo yansa na ye de ade na ma wo no say gina som na siesie no sisi ya ne wo ye na wo say enya papa no wo ye bi by way na juma na senyi we ye de twade we ye de twade. It doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, as I can say, back and forth, and back and forth. And then MP before catch and say, Labour phone in GPRTU. Your friend is saying, nurses, Ghana Medical Association for, your friend is saying, Guta for, what do you call it, clock sack for, NAT for, woman in 7 woman in Yansa. Monkwana Yansa. Yes, sir. What is that? Nipa be na wo ya de no kasasa ade ba ku ye be kasasa. Like what is that? Wo ya de ye kasai se wa cha san. Ye meba ye ko ye ko back and forth. Watch us. I don't know what you're saying. Why did you pull back? Why did you pull back? You have the mandate as the president of the republic under the constitution to protect the assets of the Republic of Ghana. Would you tumpa wakumum send ye course only ya de pa? I don't know what you're saying. Why I don't know what you're saying. It is a wound as for be who Ghana from Konko. Yes, sir. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, funny, nyan sanfa. Woman say woman peno, a yo musika. Woman say woman pe, a yo musika. Into taxi driver now, the end fatuhono. My man on fatuhunibi. When I crowd taxi. And I would have movies on Fanko Yejuma. On for sales and brown for sales number. For sales brown for sales number. And then I wear. Kajan said, Unim Bibi, Ejumano, Jaye. I feel the taxi driver now would taxi a man is on Fanya Jumano. Taxi driver and say, oh, on taxi, Do the examples well. Don't just talk. Taxi driver no. I would have the man say on Shasono. Or no taxi driver and say, or ton car no. Was a man ton car no car media wasn't for so new how the fabra mepe driver for fro won't you ask here and no what how the enfaton. What is that? Share one what if ye students a teacher for a doctor for professors our mobile and semi amuna beka ho asem ahen for mobile asase mi amuna beka ho asem sebe na na do ne ba o me de ba nchapo mu se o nyansa if you ask nyansa na nyem kwa muti ne ho I didn't say your modia. One say menton. Why do you have to say won't ton? You know what? As somebody can say, as we speak, 1 month, but some back. Organize yourself, do 1 or 2 changes here and there, and then at the end of the day, there was some way no money asamasa. End of story. When ya dey bia also dey come we twa man so na dey na NDC for Ghana for NDC for AE NDC now no girl I'm say asema wo kan China for no mo koye na mo che Ghana for shame Ghana for so amuchi omuhye mu sebe omo sika omo excavator no eyan for na omo ti ase ho na sebe omo ni hye no ya for omo so omo ko site no wo mo na odi omo akwakutume wo mo a site ne ya omo dia including chairman huntumi omo ne nam. What are you talking about? Madam Yankwin.
But I say, what do you make of a demands now? Labor unions one more a demand from Senate.
No example no the my taxi driver, mama taxi, kona kochi taxi no wokwa own fisikamba, wokwa own fisikamba. Yes sir. Okay, car wura say taxi na wokwa own fisikamba no. Fatu ho yenhwe Labadi Beach Hotel last 2 years they made a sale. Ansana last 2 years almost start making your friends and sales no. Some 3 years 4 years back no omunya profit. Senate Kroyao, board ya can once me, and Omutana see yen, she share for Omuya, she share for Sisa management, Kakraya, and Yama Twikin, Kakrebi. I feel the last 2 years, Omiyaska Ababicha 10 million. Last year, Omabicha 25 million. Sebe, I didn't know I would say Enyam Fata Asa.
Which means some years are changes and improvements.
Improvement by Labadi. So, as that is why Labour is telling them, say, I didn't think a war to Adian, Adiana Enyan, I didn't buy anything. What's the idea? I say, Obi ye 61 million a cheer idea was say I say atitia pansa 77 for so ni woton aiden and almost a menton today my your friend said Labadi Beach Hotel no let's do the same thing yen sister management car no taxi driver if I'm a car bre me menton ye be people from anaka car taxi driver chinchina also woton car what ya it's basic
is it about turn out one more turn and I say nipa oyi nanim so oba
oba aside, it's conflict of interest. Why we have said a conflict of interest, and say you are in government. Intina me catch you say now no dear na a chemuna wo ka say sebe what na you are body and a way to be and a way to Toby and no problem. What's say nya de pa? It stops there. Intina to say na ka say to say na ka say oh Nana Akufo-Addo corruption Cecilia da pa nim pass $1 million ye hu de NDC MPP for Ghana for say okay MPP see them why am na abroso mun kon continue fi na this formula ye ba na ba be the same thing ye ba na be the same thing then obeka adade then obeka so we are praying ye bom pai say ye yin no sebe ye democracy na ye sisa na ye sua nyansa. Into President Kufoba Rollins by and you I said 77 fatal Kufoba also Mumma system yen say and they say about okay Sadia and people for by Nanya Papa Mumma system yen say almost one mark sa once waba no way say Menk Adena and ya papa no my mamma to also and can't be meaning because me buy me ebi ye no kasa ye de kasam u onkola wo fie ne wo kire obono no say wonu apanyi ekoya de oba fie na me bon no me say mamu nyesa anya de pa after the Okoba, ya nini yake tuanzu yebi. I didn't also said that now me bra penny ye na obono. And so when you actually.
But I say, Adade.
I mean, say me who ye. Na me no dare me to. It was pulling me for strict proof. Now me say me phone no pa de. Manim fan in sansu. And this is for omoye fast kakra. Enti ma send Ura Bagby, my sending letter na a free attorney general, a call Ura Bagby hon, my send the amount. Maybe they may all kind yeno, a free attorney general or call yeno, so my send the amount. Ura Bagby na nkasa anu disem. Asemwa Ura Bagby na nkasa kan any video na me send them out. Enti ope. Yeah, Ura Bagby na ekasa. Ura Bagby. I say there is nothing like that. Niama. Oh, I'll share it with you. I'll share it with you.
Okay.
Ura Bagby ko nansenya okoto obi so obekaya. Oh, you are not holding me to it. Go and look for your information. Owura Bagbe call any tall nanse ya and na obi call raise sa assembly sa the okan say omu kan say siren
Etupa ya Manjeri che when mama na say betimi aboa why
e wuchi wo mu pe o say na prove no why But ye de krata no ma owura bag bin wie ye na obi ko bisa no question wey won a tour now called and say ya. Okodru tour now obi bisa no. Or say there is nothing like that in front of Parliament.
Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin denies knowledge of a legislative instrument to amend road traffic regulations, which would allow certain lawmakers and officials to use sirens and be exempted from speed limits.
That was when he was questioned.
The proposal faces public backlash and demands withdrawal from the minority caucus. And the Alban Bagbin deny.
So the American say, time krata no call ni hono. Omu bisa no ho asem. Emma Bagbin can say bibia ni ho ati sa. I am proving say ade ni free chain. And America say the proof now is original document onya ye no. Any letter na me send him out. Any na try say enna na abehemu a. Ye ka kire wo say every or no Bagbin any or no ni omo a kasa omo chairman no e ho na ba ye no. And no, Edna, that is a document. Oh, please, you are refusing. You are just trying to run away. I have sent all to her. Let her do her work. Bagbin says he's not the one. So why you insist? Enim, Ebani sana the APA free Bagbin wabano e wom. Yes, the Attorney General letter ma. Attorney General.
Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice. Road Traffic Amendment Regulations 20 Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice 15th March 2024. Road Traffic Amendment Regulations 2024. The above subject matters. Further to the meeting of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Subsidiary Legislation held at the committee room 10E at the East Wing on the 10th floor, at the 10th floor of the Job 600 building on 14th February 2024 to consider the Road Traffic Amendment Regulations 2024. Please find attached the revised regulations for your consideration. The regulations have been revised in accordance with the amendments agreed to by the committee. The amendments are indicated in bold print for ease of reference. Kindly confirm to us in writing if the revised regulations are satisfactory to enable us to take further action. Signed, Godfred Yeboah Dame, Attorney General and Minister for Justice. Attachment, okay. Regulation 74. We say it's from a document. And you know. You are.
We will have time.
How? Meba.
Information.
What is the guarantee, sir? If we
you have held me to strict proof.
It is supposed to be one document.
And I have given you all the documents. The only way for you, Mami, to guarantee is to call them.
The document you have
given
is fictitious.
Who are journalist?
All the fictitious documents are to Hanum.
Yes.
Mama and I have been through this one. Start training you. He's not flying with the people of Ghana. When you type documents,
and I'm saying, I want that book, no.
And a book no will be because on this show. Different.
The requirement is from Parliament.
No, but you know what I'm saying. You don't have the information. Yes.
Document interest. What about say be a fake?
I then who say fake. Let an media more
and then
as I sit here, they maintaining confirm whether it is fake or what. Send your word, the thing has already been withdrawn.
I don't agree with you.
Now, your last point on that.
Onua Onkrashi, I didn't sapine, and Abaja, you say, we're winning election. No.
Just a minute, wrap up on this.
On this issue, me, I've wrapped. I am saying, said NDC for and no crunch Ghana. Now, no crown when the answer Ghana for who almost or Muyan Kuntumpo for. Assembly or Mubeba Cabiano. Mumfi Muen.
Ghana
wrap up on
Ghana
that.
for Ghana for Muyan Kuntumpo, no Ghana for an Eka says, Senate Lady, Chiamamonton.
Now, the last point, I may pay a quick reaction. A survey from the Ghana Statistical Service said almost 2 million youth are not in education, employment, or training. Are they?
I say what kind of story? I read the story.
More jobs.
Who's a newspaper no caption and a story no. The all can say. Who call first story na my family na kind. The story ne can say. Ye wo mrante ni maba wa bi wa hanu mo primary school free wa ankobi. Free SHS aba onina mfie wa.
Onye adwuma. Onye training bia.
Onye
adwuma bia.
Anyway, it is ankrofo no. Na aban a eye MPP aban aka say obi biara onam sa akwan so power ya sit down corner yam training power I'm giving power as an example because omu ye nkrofobia obetumi aka say omu nso will fall within this group omu oswani ama de then so onyini dru ba bia obetumi aswani akoso aswani ama na enti no ebe ya owura ba omia asi dan ama won fe ye ma won ba bia da ye be ma wa aduane adi ya pa teacher for ye be kire wa de pam ye be kire o nail technology mo friends makeup technology ye kire san crofo no de to so mienu ye wo bebre a no school no wa kokakra nenso ayesa ye bibie wo ho omo no abana introduce the STEM education system kane na nanimu egu asigana me ka asem we am saying it on authority say na ye wo technical school wo mayi mu asebi na ye nyina maame fo ne papa fo ye be ka che ba ka che say o me pese me ko technical school kura na ehun aba asem aban na abehye kena atu ni din STEM ni ye science, technology and engineering and mathematics and yes ye kirewo niama nsanu adwuma ade a wo be free suku afri mu no na wanya adwuma a wo kwa akoye tete no na ye friend technical school Accra technical school na wo ho ye wo ebu Kumasi KTI nom ni niama na nkrofo koso omo nsanu adwuma eduru ba bi no na nkrofo mpese omo mabeko say no wo de wo STEM schools no say maame wa hu buildings ni bi momfa ngu mu Facebook na momfa ngu mu X na nkrofo nkonko hwebi a school ya na adanko akufo ado aba abesi NDC force na do ba on school ba akukura ya ji atum Ghana for the omo ani behu STEM schools secondary schools dormitories ayesi muankasa mu yi block musi mu 29 na do abawie makuma
general pay mama
ya di nyina egu ho ama Ghana for sa niama no ananado are finding solutions to it nti de onam ho a oni hwe enu nti onye adwuma no omu nyina wayi emene wo kasa yi wo Kumasi Youth Employment Agency omu wo Kumasi amene wo kasa sesi ayi a omu ni nkrofo edi nkuta ho womu aye training womu aye yetete womu a ni apesika kakra ma womu a omu de to omu ase a omu de koye adwuma.
Thank you Adade.
For nti sa nkrofo we are being taken care of but me wie no who kind sa graphic story now or see between last 2 years 2022 and 2024 year ye wo mu yi enipa ananka omu atosini wo ho sa nkrofo we o kan omu ho asebi abanye ayi mu fine free about 400
thank you
1.9 million no we yi mu almost half a free wa ya tete wo mu a ya pesika ma wo mu a omu di ye
that's
aban no ne mo
also wrap it up on the survey from GSS.
MPP on ito de be ojo omo kwa ntase omo ye mo no nano Madina kaya yi police ya ka say ba me akwa kosi uhu omo aye graduate omo no Almost a kaya ma. Oh, I don't know me eh? Mwako akofa MPP women organizers akogu honum say mu chiro mu train mu wi ama ba bigina ho no mu di asa hu mu nails no mu bags ebinum phones a ekra iPhone oba also akaya and okra iPhone no so nya iPhone bi akego iPhone 14 13 kaya yonia sebe okra iPhone 13 14 asebe original baomia kaya shop here e Madina share asema ayeka no basic or minor, you have been told, as at last year, that close to about 800,000 Ghanaians, Ghana for about 800,000 between last 2 years and now, at the need here for, according to the IMF, 800,000 have fallen below the poverty line. Woman than here for 2 million young people who become free SHS in Samazam. 2 million people below the belt, they can't go to school. They are They can't go to school. Some of them who are out there and they are not working. People are just Edu Ghana did an investigation not too long ago. Ekacha will say, on an average, on a yearly basis, on an average, almost 200,000 students are not able to go to school on the free SHS. Adaya. I buy and say school fees in a year for home, but prospectors no. Meba. Oh, why?
But you're wrapping up in our time.
May time me up. I'm wrapping up. Close to about 200,000 students are lagging behind Omuntimin school identity because prospectors no sebi Omuntimin enyeden intia. Why? Boarding school no omu here almost 6,000 plus and so no wait to have to turn omunyama amomako. And the day students also here almost 4,000 Ghana, 40 million plus and Sana. And Sana, they were going to be able to go to school. So as we speak, even with the free SHS, over 200,000 students still in Timinko school. Asema aye kache one say, abaino atite apansa mwase o maino. Yes. CD dollar baby aninam amount for a com near a amount for near the way sebe amount for ADD abobo. This is what we are telling you that o maino atite apansa.
Thank you so much. Adade enafe Adele asedake sie enko emfa emamo. Ye be phone lines na ama etie for na mososo ma bem simaka krebi na dia sorry 0302243540. Hello, good afternoon.
Mami,
yes.
Good afternoon, Edison.
Ebacho nyame adome ho ye. Wudi ni baby afrefi.
Alai baba Madina.
Yo, yanko it yo.
Mi chia Adele ma mi dana sipa waye tumani yipa. Mami, o MPP for nyatum. Du Ibrahim Mama so a. Be hu na ma ye ti so ye Chinese ni. Ba du Brian Chapo de ene onu de o ye Ghana ni mapa. Hey. Kwa mu fa so de sino boss atrima Sino hydrophone, then no man friend Brian Mama and Tracy said, we are Ghana ni inti share here. Na yen farm house, I want to me and Ghana for and say, Muye be na ye. Na ma tama command because of a year we say, John Mama inti, from Ghana. And $1 in your eba. Ma tam de akoma China for na mu to mu chere mu do Ghana. Ma Ghana for mu ko for die omu ni ade papa pia anu pekeke e no Ghana.
Me that say good afternoon.
Afternoon, Miniaba.
Me pacho yenko.
Yo, Inspirational. Miniaba drew the beer NDC on. Say, Omo Yebi now can na Yebi na Mumbai. Yet, Omani, Mitamaha na Mewo. More than 40 something years. Miniaba BIAMAH, Nanka Yema Kwanya, school for Onya Bibi, a friend vacation employment. More Bresuna Muton companies, but 300 and something, Kwame Nkrumah company. And I almost say, maybe so could ya to any TUC, any Ghana penning phobia, baby bar, nya chum. Tamana President Mama no Tom, Merchant Bank. Tabi Sebi, one more GG simple. Ya woman and faso. Now Merchant Bank na aboka. One more ton within 1 month. And on TUC, woman Ghana. Meaning Kase, so almost tongue abaya dia me support you. Memum, near Enya Nanye. Okujato, near Enya Nanye. Fishing Harbor, State Fishing Corporation, Coast Stock, Yiti Mensa and Anadia. Tete in Samam Canary, Wandia. Running is not in the Pagina, Adrian Bubo to know. Near Mammy Kunedu. And in Samam Canary, the whole is someone who own property.
It has say, good afternoon.
Fine,
If I told you, baby, I've read.
maybe I told me the Yauza, my friend is who met my friend with the boo.
Yanko.
Many the only illiterate person I know in this. Although you way, it may be saying it Ghana politicians. Sabi Pedro Somupiana. Or more references, Sabi takers to female cosas to Panum. It's the young bro of na yet to Abama no day way. It's the young and she said, Papa Ben or more my end. And the mobile Ben more within short time, I'm with the moon ye. And you be a penny free and no day way, unim. Yet, Tiana and Charles, Senator Reality. Was he on Mount come for more Parliamentary PPP? After the Yatiamus and McCarthy, politicians, young one free. Hey, there's a money to Macacra. To me, and yet and guess in no magic deal, Sana Etikakui. Although, who about them and they are very careful. Politicians imagine what Obanigo. Where no more.
It has say, good afternoon.
Although, what to say?
Yes, so I dream of dinner, baby, I've read.
Where are we Kubakupe? Mr. Nokure Asan Africa swab.
Oh, my own sweetheart. You, Yanko. Amen.
Namishira, Namemo Abaso. Namicha me in Kami and Honorable Felix Nako Yukuno. Na Inspirational, so I'm on 5 minutes and Shenensa. Now on far is good to me. Obapa, a young Biban was saying what we would DNDC for Yawa. No, because an MPP by on one someone in the Shabren at the same and MPP for no 1 year on Hoya. No, my young to 3 manua and then Bibiako Yemano. Now, what is saying? Nitubia at the same. But to my Woya Bro Monocran, MPP for penny for the Yano. How would be Emma Bibiana? And that's how we have the Bretta you from. And then Dr. Mahmoud Banga for lunch, go for you. Nemami, and they are so bad to Mana.
Ahani adi jumadini na Asia Sadaka Sia Enko Emfa Emma production crew. Yo Dami Adoma Jerus Ajuma Frema Nanaya Safo Won Ewiombo Michidom Namide Jumadi Ebesomo Sadaka Sia Nkoma Kunu Ghana Limited for Abas Bazen Pills Munchu capsules Isakio and a Ken tablet to Pedrebia to Baby to Robia Wagana Hauka Obenye B Opesa Wonu Omudin Kita Honswa Obetimi Ako East Legon a Champon Junction and na face Okrano Obetimi Ometin Como 0244139176 0204139176 and 0274139176 Wada Romano boy chidom ye djumedi ebesomo medin e de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO obetimi afra me BMZ 1 me na me djumedi ho chia me makra